Good morning. I'm gonna give everybody else the opportunity. I thought y'all little bus would be up. I can't believe I'm up because I fell out last night and went straight to sleep. But I'm gonna start giving. I see back Capricorn is up. Okay, I'm gonna give other people the. I'm gonna see who else is up. Your choice, towing, Thaddy Bear, Party, Clarinetta, Tyranny. Let's see if other people start jumping on. Kimberly, Laura Michelle, um, Shan. I thought people would be up getting ready for work or something. Oh Lord have mercy, y'all. I have been working like a Hebrew slave. And I tell y'all, I was getting ready to go live last night and couldn't do it for nothing. Fell out. Hey J. Clyde, Miss Barbara, thou Lee, Leo, who's that? Joe Martin and Associates, Venetia, Mr. 4532, Ja Love My Three, Holistic Wellness. Holistic Wellness, I got your email. I'm gonna send you an email today. Hey Miss Aries. Y'all up getting ready for work. Okay. I'm gonna try not to be on too long. I wanted to go live to communicate with you guys. Hey Latoya, hey phenomenal black woman. Did I say Miss Shirley, Lynn? South Memphis, Third Wall Tay. Okay, Tay. What part? What area around South Memphis? You don't have to tell your street, but I be wanting to know where when they people from South Memphis. I'm gonna tell you, I still love South Memphis. I grew up in South Memphis. I still love it. I still love it. I don't hang out up there like that. I'll go sit with my cousins sometimes, but I don't hang out up there. Hey, Natty Rose, KL Field, Shet Davis. Okay, y'all. I wanted to get on here and talk about this because this right here really it bothers me. I got word that there was a meeting, a Trulla Mafia meeting at Prive on last night in their white room or something like that. And somebody was telling me whatever room. And I think it's a shame because I understand that there are a lot of emotions flying. Okay. And it bothers me that I see so many because of emotions. And I'm sure, because I don't believe that the people that they feel like did this to Teasy did it. I don't. I believe that the people that did this think that they're playing chess. Of course, we know that Teasy and them have been they always throw subliminals at each other back and forwards. It's been a lot of emotions since it's been like kind of like a war um going on since Young Doc was killed. By Capricorn said they had to put the next leader in. Okay. But I think that the people that did this um to Teasy feel like they're playing chess simply because they know that young dogs they might think that hey Paper Route Rogers, young dogs artists, had a disdain for Trula at this point because of Young Dolph, okay, because of Straight Drop and everybody else that has been named. uh he was Diamond, he was. And and so they feel like they're playing chess. I believe TZ went to meet somebody that he trusts. It bothers me a street that they all hang on, that he was out there on that street all that time and nobody had found him until in the next day, not the next morning, the next afternoon. It's something wrong with that. And so the people that I believe that had a part in this, I've been saying from the very beginning, because you know, people, I believe they something was going on as it relates to Teasy and the state. Okay. If I ever believed anything, it was confirmed when I saw Chief Davis out there, right? Um, Whatever that is. But I believe some people wanted to get Teasy out of the way. And so now they want to use the emotions of his gang members. Okay. Um, and I believe they planned this when they was all in the woods and stuff. They said, oh, okay, we do this, we get that out the way. And they're gonna automatically think it was the other side, and then they'll go and start taking out the other side, and we kill two birds with one stone. I've been saying, I said it when I heard it. And so I think what these young men need to do is, and these young women, because I'm hearing there was some women up in there, about 4 women. Okay. So if people are watching you like that, okay, you can't win against the government. Don't let, what they need to be trying to do is cooperate with the government. Okay. Because what these people are getting ready to do is, if you become a threat to somebody, that person could easily take you out. So if they start to open their minds up and realize that, Teasy was more than likely set up by some of the people that he trusted right around him, they feel like by this time the other side might have been if they go at them, they'll take them out. Like, these people think that they are playing chess. So, I think that it bothers me, because I don't want to see a war in it's already a war going on in Memphis. Okay, it's already a war going on in Memphis. Okay. And so law enforcement is watching these people very, very closely. Okay. And so now it's time for the comishas and the elders, truly, at this point, because they can't win against the government. They're not gonna win. So if they put in a battery, we already know the OGs that's putting the battery in their back ain't worth a damn. We know that, right? So, but it's time for somebody that's older to step up and say, let the police work this thing. But they don't want that, because the people right around, they want these little dudes to go at Young Dolph's artists, because they know that they were the ones that did this to him. Right? They got Teasy out of the way, in my opinion, because they felt like he was going to turn state, or had said something. Okay. Teasy could just like Orange Mountain Quet, Teasy could connect the top and the bottom. And I've been said it. I said, y'all, they got them discovery packages, those lawyers. They know what was in those discovery packages. Straight Drop, get that phone. Okay, and I'm not saying he said anything about Straight Drop. I'm saying he might have been trying to help him by telling what really went on, because we had been hearing Teasy was, named in the mix, that at some point he was going to be arrested. Right? But Teasy wasn't a shooter. Right? He was not a shooter, so he would not have been looking at as much time, and those are the types of witnesses that are better. Right? And so Teasy knew a lot. Hey, I feel like, when I think about it, because they're saying that Devin Burns has been in jail since February, but it had not been showing. All of a sudden, um, it starts to show up, right? It starts to show up. Um, I find that weird too. But with these, it's time for some people to step up to let these, because right now these kids, that they're emotional, and the people that call themselves plotted and planned this knew exactly that they would be emotional, and they said we'll get rid of Teasy, and they're gonna be so mad they're gonna go and start doing crash dummy stuff and start trying to take out Young Dolph's artists, and we'll finally have the opportunity to destroy what Young Dolph left behind. Okay, so if I know that there was a meeting, you already, everybody know. Okay, because hell, I wasn't there. I don't go to Prive. I've never even been into Prive. So that means that some eyes are on them. And what these old heads need to do is stop this instead of sending these folks out. Okay. By Capricorn says every gang leader has to keep security with them. Teasy keeps a hitter with him. Okay. Devin Burns is the young man that was a person of interest right along with Teasy. He and Teasy were very close. Well, they were, at one point they were. Teasy was the informant, and they took him out his camp. That is, I've never been in Prive either. Not that bear. I have some inside info, street and internal. They trying to they tying up loose ends, but it ain't gonna work. Okay, it's not gonna work. And so I wish these little dudes would stop letting people play chess with them. Yeah, there are emotions, but I like I said the other day, I find it weird. I thought for sure that the rappers, I thought for sure that the rappers that he had been hanging around would put up rest in peace, would say something. They ain't said a word. They don't seem like they upset. Sometimes people go quiet when they're emotional, but they've been showing their emotions and they've been very happy and jovial. As I said the other day, God want everybody to know he out of the country. Okay, the rest of them want everybody to know that they're not around. Okay. Street politics says they've been told to say nothing. Okay, but it's not gonna work. Trying to, as they say, I think as a woman, it is real sick and sadistic. As a woman, especially a woman that is around my age, to sit up and say, make the streets cry. What kind of world we living in when you can when you as you get older, there's supposed to be wisdom. This is why a lot of these young dudes are having an early grave, because women used to be the voice of reason. You can't pray and then say make the streets cry. What kind of shit, what kind of damn sense do that make? I've never in my life. That Rico, okay, it's gonna be full of folks, old and young. But what they trying to do is use the emotions of these young people to either get themselves killed, get their families retaliated on. But the goal is to try to get them to go and take out Young Dolph's artists. Everybody already know what the goal is. Everybody. And these old folks ought to be ashamed of themselves. It's a darn shame before God. Okay? It's a darn shame before God. How mentally twisted a lot of the AKA elders are. Okay. So my cry would be, don't let those that was not involved in taking TZ out, don't let the people around you put the battery in your back to go and do anything, because it probably ain't what it looks like. Teasy was in an area that he was comfortable in being in. Young Dolph's artist was, I know people talking, they did a video over there. They don't hang out in that area. That's not their area. Okay. Ain't nobody gonna be going and hanging out in that area just waiting for Teasy. They didn't know Teasy's schedule. It's been 2 years, and I'm sure Teasy was moving a certain way for 2 years because he already knew, okay, to do that after Young Dolph was killed, and probably before. So he goes to an area that they frequent, that they do videos in, on the street that they do videos on, because they said that they did that video Free Straight Drop, JoJo Splat. That's their area. And somebody assassinate him, somebody kill him. And then he sits there from night all the way over into the afternoon the next day. Nobody thought to say, hey, what, that's Teasy car. Okay. So, hey, they need to, these little dudes, I know they're easily influenced, but they can't win against the government. They can't win against the government. They can't. These old folks know that they can't. That's the reason why they put the battery in their back to go do the dirt, because they already know that they can't win against the government. Okay. I thought you were gonna sneak in a midnight live. I was going to come on live last night, and I fell out and went to sleep because I've been working like a Hebrew slave. I've been out in these streets working. Jeremy said, and I ain't working on nothing that relates to this. Oh, Lord, folks. Oh, I got something else going on, and I'm tired. He was about to get picked up, and they was scared he was going to talk. She has been quiet. I think she didn't like Teasy was benefiting off her son's name. Miss T, don't they have surveillance cameras? They probably do. And what these people need to understand is, how good the sky cams are. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I went to this meeting last year. I went to this meeting, and in that meeting was one of the prosecutors was running for judge. And he stood up and he was laughing, and he was talking about how he lived around the Midtown area, and he was out in his yard, and he see this guy come from out of his backyard flying, running. And he said, I was like, damn, what the hell? He said, then like less than a minute later, I see some police officers come from out of my backyard running. He said, my mind told me they chasing him. He said, so I automatically throw down what I'm doing, the stuff that's in my hand, and start running too. And he said, I got curious. He said, I got curious and called over to the FBI and asked them to send, if they could get if they can get me video of that from the sky cam. Y'all don't hear what I'm saying, do you? He said, "Oh, we was sitting in the office just laughing. We was laughing so hard because he said he looked like a goofy or something, just running because he saw the police running, chasing the guy. He just jumped in it. If they could get video of this man who was just sporadically out of his yard and the police chasing somebody, I keep telling them they can't. I wouldn't care how much money and the illusion that a person try to get you to believe that how much power they got. These folks ain't got no power. That's the reason why they get these young dudes to go do their work. And they get them to do it by getting them emotional. God in them can't go up against the government. He ain't got enough power or money. The one thing I do like about CJ Davis, because I worked for police departments forever, I know that they have always kind of, especially when you're dealing with a lot of men, had a love-hate relationship with the FBI, because with men, the officers, the investigators don't necessarily want the FBI involved because they say the FBI tried to take over our cases. I've seen that my whole career. Now they come in, try to take over our cases. They think because they the FBI that they got more power than us. They would be into it. I worked right in the midst of them investigators. The male police chiefs, if it ain't fair, we don't want to bring them in. But Chief Davis understands that the federal government has unlimited funds. They don't run out of money and unlimited access to anything. Okay? How you gonna go up against somebody that can't run out of funds? They can't run out. Even God didn't run out of that borrowed money. Okay? Because he can only spend a certain amount because he know he got to pay Interscope back every month. And these are the dudes who have never left the hood. All they got is their emotions and their future and ain't got a dime. That's the reason they send them out. It's obvious what happened. When I saw Chief Davis out there, it was obvious. I knew whatever we suspected, we already knew at that point. Police chiefs don't make a scene. They might do a press conference afterwards, but she made the scene. Okay. And let me just say this, when they say, well, they should have protected, they will tell you, you need to do this, you need to do that. They could put cameras all around your house and they'll tell you to stay out of certain areas. Just like they did Alpo, but they can't make you do it. That's why I know Teasy thought he was going around something that he trusted. Okay. It's a damn shame when older women put a battery and use the emotions even of younger women, and some of these women probably got children. You can't win against the government. You can't, especially not the federal government. And that's who is involved. I don't believe that Young Dolph's artists had anything to do with this. Now, if people see them, um, um, if they call quote unquote trolling or whatever, hey, I think they just doing whatever they felt like was done when Young Dolph was assassinated. We already know that Young Dolph's artist was not going to put up rest in peace to Teasy. We know that. But it don't mean that they had anything to do with it. These people think they are playing chess. Okay? We kill two birds with one stone. They just ain't smart enough, not even being out in the bushes planting stuff in the woods. They ain't smart enough. I just never expected for people that Teasy had dealt with so tough. Okay? I'm talking about the quote unquote famous people to either be quiet or to, I mean, you could be quiet because a lot of times when people are hurt, they go quiet. But I never expected for them to be posting and stuff talking about they living their best life. When you heard about something, you can't do that. When you feel a certain way about something, I'm gonna tell you something. I didn't know Teasy, okay? And I hate what happened to Young Dog. But when I saw that Teasy had been killed, I said, "Oh my God, another this stuff got to stop." Okay? Because Teasy was a father, and I know he was in the street, and he was a son. So it seemed like to me I might have felt worse for him than the people that supposedly was messing with him tough, since they all talk about laughing, and you can't laugh, you can't fake like you good when a death happened of somebody that you care about. You can't fake it. That ain't nothing to fake. So these people were showing how they truly felt about Teasy. And so now they're trying to use the emotions of the little dudes that was around them, those that were not involved, to try to go and get at Young Dolph's artists. Young Dolph's artists, let me just say this, and I want to say this, and I don't mean no harm. Young Dolph's artist has established some type of wealth, some type of money. Okay, you got to have money to go up against dudes with some money. Okay, we know Young Dolph made Key Glock rich, getting the money, getting his money. Jay Fizzle, all of them. I don't know how much money them little dudes around Teasy had. Okay, so who's going to fund them? You gotta, in order to go to war, you gotta have some money. First of all, they not they already being watched. I don't know how far they're gonna get, but in order to have, so who plan on funding them? The people that's putting the battery in their back that did this to Teasy. Okay. Okay. And somebody was saying a lot of these vloggers are saying that PRE was involved. Well, it's vlog. It's, I think everybody has a difference of opinion as it relates to that. They can think that, you know. The thing that gets me about some of these vloggers is when they get on here and say what they feel. Okay, especially a lot of these men. I ain't never in my life seen that. This is the reason why a lot of our young men are lost. Look at what's going on with a lot of these older men. They get emotional. Okay, they get emotional and start going into they start going crazy. I ain't never seen such mental illness. Instead of saying, "Hey, that's that vlogger's channel. They can think what they want to think. As for me and my channel, this is what I'm gonna put out." They be ready to go to the damn nut house. Okay, because that's what sane people do. They go, "Oh, okay, well, that blogger can put out whatever they want to because that's their channel." I don't feel that way though. I'm not saying what they feel is wrong, because they have a right to feel whatever they want to. But as for me, I don't feel it. It's some old heads that think they playing chess. Okay. All right. It's some old heads that think that they are playing chess. And this stuff got to stop, because these little dudes in their 20s, early 20s, okay? Who is Moolah? Okay. Y'all don't come in here trolling now. You're gonna get yourself blocked. I try to be fair, but if you come in here trolling, and you can't bring that energy into that demonic force into my chat, okay? All right. So don't y'all come in here trolling. Okay. But just know when people say we switching it up on them, and it sounds like some old heads have said to these young men that's left out there that's emotional. Y'all get that 901 unreleased mafia out of here. Okay. Cause that's another vlogger. That ain't nobody in Memphis. That's another vlogger. Okay. Monica, block them. Okay, no, don't let them come in here and troll. That's another vlogger that's in here with that negativity. I can't deal with them negative forces. They've been up on meth all night. Now they ain't been able to sleep because it's still early. Now they wanna come in here. Okay. I think that's another vlogger. Okay. Okay. It's a lot of mental illness on here. Ain't nowhere in the world I would be another vlogger making fake pages, coming to somebody else's channel, acting like I was somebody else. They be up early. That's because they still be up tweaking. Okay. And right. And I respect everybody's opinion. That's right, Monica. But please be respectful. Please be respectful when you come in here. I try to be respectful to everybody, regardless of how I feel. But when you come in here, okay, and when I feel like you're another vlogger, I'm gonna block you when you come up in here trolling. Okay. Back Capricorn says, Fabo, actually I told T I don't think you're a bad guy, so don't make me wrong. Tennessee says, I believe Govan and Big Jook had Teasy killed because he was going to give up more info. Okay. Back Capricorn said a message is sticking at the bottom. You guys get the likes up. Please get the likes up. It's almost 300 people in here. We only got 78 likes, you guys. So please get the likes up. Run the likes up. Yeah, run the likes up. I never said that I. Okay. Mm. Fabo said me and Woo from Magnolia. I know. Michelle says trolls. Yeah, trolls, hit the like button. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Run the likes up, you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. But run the likes up. It's almost 300 people in here. Hit the like button. But I think that this is sad on so many levels. Yeah, I know. I knew they were the trolls. I knew they were trolls when they said they selling fish plates. That's what I always say. That's one of my things. That was another vlogger that's obsessed with me, okay? The stuff is getting out of hand. New Jersey Gang Gang, aka '09. Okay. All the killers and people involved from Orange Mound. Hey, I believe the same thing, Jay Clyde. Um, I believe that Teasy was going to meet with some people that he know. Miss T message is being stuck at the bottom of the chat. It's funny because they constantly it's moving in on my end. I don't know they well Tim, what you think about Raven being in Miami same time as all the people conspiring on Dolph in June of 2021? I don't know. I don't know. It has that been confirmed? Because they were saying that they had pictures, but they never put them out. Troll, stop messing with the internet service. I don't know why everyone is in competition, Tennessee Cash. You would think that people would just do their vlogs and go on with their life, but there's a lot of mental illness. And see, what you have to understand is that a lot of these trolls are being paid by record company, the record labels, also. Okay, um, they deal with this one person out here that actually has a connection with the record labels, and they pay them like I guess $1 an hour or whatever to get on here and troll. Some of them get on here and troll because they have mental illnesses and they still connected to the record labels because they think that their artists are going to get management deals or they're going to get record deals. Okay, I'm telling you now. They always said that OG from Mound gave the green light for a hit to go that day. The thing about it was Teasy was the gang leader for Trulla Mafia. So if he was the leader, how who could give a green light on him? They can't give no green light. The only thing that they could do, y'all tell me, the only thing that they could do is what they always say, slime him out or whatever. Who was the leader then, Fabo? Who was the leader? If Teaser wasn't the leader, who was the leader? Fabo, don't make me block you. Okay. And that might not even be the real Fabo page. Okay. J. Cloud says Tamara is crazy. He gets killed after Govan and Jamarcus got. Um, it's crazy he gets killed after Govan and Jamarcus got out. They definitely seen the discovery and could have told people some things. Um, Maybe Teasy got killed by his own gang for snitching on Govan because it's funny that Govan just got out and a month later the person of interest gets killed. Okay. Yeah, but Fabo is trying to antagonize me, and that's gonna get him blocked. Brock Patterson says, "What it do, boo?" Teasy definitely not the gang leader for real, for real. Well, who's the gang leader? Tell me. Because I mean, I'm not in Trulla Mafia, so I don't know who's the gang leader. Um, y'all know them niggas be cap. Y'all still come over here asking, is it true? Joy Loves God says I put him into okay. Y'all remember OG Double D was killed on the Atlanta highway. Mm. That's what I thought, Jay Clyde. That's exactly what it was. Um hmm. Y'all hit the like button. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Okay, I don't know who Kook is. Okay. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. But my reasoning for getting on here is because it makes me angry because I could see where some people think that they are playing chess. I just don't believe that PRE or any of their affiliates went over there and did anything to Teasy. Okay. Hey Sean G. I see it's a candlelight vigil on Bunton Street tonight. Yeah, I saw that. Um, hold on. Kamisha's daughter got kids. Chief Keef and they all be together before J Money died. Okay. Okay, I'm getting ready to check my social. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Okay. Okay. Tennessee Cash says, look it up. He in pictures with young doll. Oh wow. I'm not lying, ma'am. Those are facts. Gotta check it out. Let me just say this, like everybody can come in here and give their opinions. Just don't be disrespectful, okay? Just don't be disrespectful. Um Fabo says Moolah ain't even dead. You a fan just talking and you lost at J Clyde. The game getting out, Tam. Ain't nobody trolling you. Okay. Okay. I don't even know if that was the real Fabo, but he just got blocked. Okay. That was probably just looking at, I was reading those comments. It was probably another vlogger. You know, they go and make, pages. Okay. They go and make fake pages of everybody else. And it was probably a vlogger from out of Texas. Okay. Because they know that they going to jail. Fuck nigga, yeah, you right. And I've been saying it for a long time, bitch, and it's gonna happen, ho. So I was getting ready to say keep doing what you're doing, but now stop molesting kids, you bitch nigga, you fuck dick in the booty ass bitch. Get your motherfucking ass on here early because you up tweaking, ho. But then be out trafficking women and molesting kids. Keep your motherfucking ass off here, bitch, because I'm coming for you motherfuckers while y'all down there stealing identities and things of that nature, ho. Selling folks social security numbers, bitch. To the Mexicans. Okay? So when you come in here trolling, you better tread lightly. Because just because I don't say nothing, don't play with me. Okay? Don't play with me because that makes me mad as hell. Because what they do is they get they bitch asses, they go and make fake accounts of other people's pictures, and then that gives them the balls to say what they've been wanting to say. Bitch, why don't you put your real picture up there, ho? Use the real bitch. Stop hiding behind these fake pages, you fuck nigga, you dick in the boot ass bitch. Stop molesting kids, ho. And then these motherfucking women be riding right with them. Bitch, if you don't think the FBI coming, you just keep waiting selling folks social security numbers, bitch. To the foreigners, to the black market. Selling pictures, hacking folks' phones, getting pictures of their babies and minor children. Selling it to the black market, to the perverts. And people so blind, they be over there on their pages listening to their bullshit. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Okay? Don't play with me. We up early. It's 8 o'clock. Don't come in here playing with me. I don't even believe that was Fabo. I believe somebody went and made a page. It could have been him. But I know how sick these motherfucking vloggers are. Bottom barrel, bottom feed motherfuckers working with the record labels that actually killed Young Dolph, that actually, paid to have him killed. Then get their asses on here and act like they advocating for Young Dolph. Motherfucker, you think the FBI ain't involved, bitch? Y'all thought I was gonna let y'all fuck over me like that and not get them involved? You motherfuckers putting hits on people for these and setting folks up for these record companies. You thought I wasn't? Motherfucker, you's a pedophile, bitch. Instead of these black men killing each other about some bullshit, they need to be killing these motherfucking vloggers. That's molesting these kids. Okay? That's forcing these women to go into human trafficking. Why y'all think a lot of these vloggers is sitting up, interested in these missing women? They a part of this ring. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. Okay? I can't stand a violator. I can't stand a violator, and I can't stand a child freak. And these women blindly follow up and behind these men on these vlogs, and they child freaks. This is what the real men supposed to be handling. Okay? Motherfucker, your motherfucking history, bitch, can't be expunged when it comes to me, ho. Don't play with me. Okay? I wouldn't give a fuck. See, the thing about a lot of, and I'm gonna get back to what I was talking about, but the thing about a lot of these black bloggers is they got some of these white hackers and stuff and people of other races working behind them. Okay. And anytime black people feel like they got somebody of another race, that's because a lot of these cuckabug heads still got cotton up under their motherfucking fingernails, you dick in the booty bitch. So anytime somebody of another race say the FBI ain't gonna do nothing about y'all hacking on here, they got other things to worry about. They believe anything white folks tell them. Then they get they half-cocked ass on here, ain't got no type of sense, just pathetic. Makes me embarrassed. The FBI got other things to worry about. They ain't gonna get me for selling social security numbers and selling pictures of children's ears, and they got other things. Ha 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 ha. Our black men is embarrassing to me, a lot of them. Okay. I'm gonna tell you something. I got some real dudes, okay? Because I grew up around them. That we have to talk off ledgers, bitch. Because we already know they ain't molesting no kids. They really running the streets of Memphis that's been ready to travel. But I'm gonna let the FBI handle it. Okay. Don't come in here playing with me. All right. Anyways, let me get back to what I was talking about. How the hell folks gonna be on some men channel? Y'all supposed to be women, or these men that's putting women in human trafficking, helping to snatch up little girls running and little boys running in human trafficking rings and pedophile rings. Got that on their backgrounds. That ain't no myth. That's truth. Okay. But somebody got mad at me and somebody called them and said she about to put the truth out there. Go in there and start trolling her. When it's all said and done, the people right around Teasy was the one that plotted and took him out. Okay. So don't come in here messing with me. And if it was Fabo, in which I got to read in the comments, my mind told me it wasn't him. But if it was him, he just got an issue because I'm supportive of PRE. Thank you, new to you, for the $20 super sticker. Ooh. I get this thing. Oh, it just, especially when I know it's pedophiles on the lurk on YouTube and they've zoned in on me. I ain't as easy as what y'all think. Okay. Because I've been waiting. Okay. Monica says we pro pre and anyone speaking negatively against them will get blocked. Michelle says, Rat Man, you and your twins is going to be got by the feds. I feel the need to make some more reports when I get off of here. Cause see, these folks been doing this for a long ass time. Okay. And I notice what they doing when they send me them harassing emails. See, I ain't as stupid as what they think. They put Onan's name in a whole lot of them. They trying to make it too obvious. That's when I know that it's coming from other places. When they try to make it obvious, the investigator know that. Ain't nobody gonna tell on theyself. The IP address traced right on back to somebody in Houston. Got the address and everything in the damn projects. So keep on, you motherfucker, you pedophile ass bitch. Keep on thinking the FBI ain't gonna get your ass because you probably should have been got for trafficking them little girls. Hold on, y'all. Okay. But anyways, okay, y'all. Let's get back to let's get back to what I was talking about. I think it's a darn shame before God. Okay. I think it's a darn shame before God that um okay. By Capricorn says, I don't know if you have felonies or not, but anything disposed. No, they possibly dismiss can. They shot Teasy in his vehicle and he crashed his car. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Don't forget, it be some of the dirty police that be involved in trafficking. Y'all heard about what happened up in Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah, I don't think Trulla wants smoke with Prive because they're going to have to deal with double R and block 19 as well. Prive needs to stand still because someone wants them to react. Y'all, who family getting ready to be broke down by the feds? A few felons. It's a mixture of people, a mixture of men. Okay, that's involved. It's about 4 men that actually have blogs that be on here harassing women. Okay, and they work together and try to act like they ain't. They're not together, but they are, and they working for the record. They working for CMG and other record labels. Okay. He was shot the day before, and his family found him in the afternoon the next day. I think it's something people, I think people are automatically looking at PRE, but Teasy was in a hood that he was familiar with. He wasn't supposed to be able to sit out there all that time without people in that neighborhood stopping to see what was going on. Why was his car? He it I just I don't see how that happened. Okay. Thank you, Miss Valerie, for the cash out. He was shot the day before, and his family found him in the afternoon the next day. They only looking at Pre because the news said it. That too. They know who did it. He was in the hood. Okay. Thank you, Miss Lynn Smith. Good morning, Miss Shantae. But you guys, my whole point is, and I know that the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Because what I did was I actually got on here when I heard about that to because I wanted to I when you was born and raised in a city, you actually have a connection to that city. Okay? And to the people, whether you know them or not. I'm tired of the genocide happening in Memphis, and I could see that a battery is being put into the back because a lot of these people, older people, think that they are playing chess, right? And I could see the battery being put into the backs of these young men that actually did care about Teasy and that is emotional to go out and crash out. Okay. To go out and crash out. Hold on, you guys. Okay. Thank you, Miss Gail, for the cash out. What the hell the matter with y'all? It's sad that people are so jealous hearted that when you come on to try for peace, because don't nobody, a lot of people making a whole lot of money off of the mayhem that's going on in Memphis. So if somebody gets on to try to be a voice of reason and to say this killing and stuff has to stop, it's a lot of people don't want this killing to stop. What they gonna vlog about? They want to see these black men and stuff kill each other. Okay. I don't know, Snoozy Cake, if the news anchor has received any disciplinary action. Okay. But the word is there was a meeting at Prive last night, you guys. I got to get back on track. And I just want these young people to know that there are eyes everywhere. They're all in the sky. Okay. And I would never wish death on anybody. Okay. I wouldn't. But they can't win against the government. They can't. Have them explain why anyone would take out MTZ when it is mostly known he was cooperating. She was wrong for putting that out there about Prive. Yeah, she was absolutely wrong for putting it out there about Young Dolph's artists. Okay. To say that they are a gang, that is a label to try and diminish what an African American man had built and was very proud of. That was absolutely wrong of her to do something like that. Okay. Um, she's not new to the Young Dolph's case. I'm sure she's been around for a while. So she knows that Young Dolph's label, that PRE, as many times as she's heard it, is a label and not a gang. So what motivated her to get up on the news media, to get up on her national soapbox and say that? Okay. And the ones pushing the crime are invested in prisons and funeral homes. Absolutely. It's so many businessmen now, especially the record industry, that's getting involved in they've been involved in the prisons, these private prisons, okay? And now they're getting into funeral homes. All off of the pain. and the dysfunction of African Americans. And it's sad when you see other black people jumping in. I just want to make me some money. It ain't none of my family. What is going on with our people, y'all? What's going on? That's what I said, Russell. The white Corvette across the street from the cookie shop when Drop was killed was Teasy car. Look back at your tapes. um Ellie Lethal salute. She sure didn't say Teasy was a top dog. Somebody tried to come in here and say, that Teasy wasn't a gang leader when folks had been saying that the whole time. But they'll come into my chat and say Teasy wasn't no gang leader. How come they didn't go and correct that in other chats? Folks been saying it now for about 2 years. That's Teasy proceeded the two brothers that was killed. So why they bring their asses in my chat and say it when folks been saying it all over the YouTube? Okay. Right. They use the young dudes to go and do their dirty work. Okay. They know that they're going to get caught, but they get the ones that they feel ain't nothing. They ain't really got no emotional attachment to go do the dirty work. They already know. I mean, they'll pay them, but they already know that the money is going to be used for attorney's fees. See, these young dudes don't have no guidance. When they sit on here and say, well, when they sit on here and say, I know that I know that they gonna pay I know that dude gonna pay my lawyer's fees. I mean, he might, but even if he pay your lawyer's fees, you gonna lose. You still gonna go do life. He only paying them lawyer's fees so you don't implicate him that he paid you to go do his dirt, right? So that's the reason why I say a lot of these African American fathers, they're gonna have to get up off the drugs and get back into the lives of their children, because the OGs, when young dudes didn't have fathers, they look to the elders, which are the OGs, whether it's male or female, to guide them. Right? If they didn't have the right guidance, now they're sending them out to crash out. And it is because a lot of a lot of mothers now are on pills and stuff. It's bad. So they don't have that voice of reason. Now the grandmothers are getting younger and younger, and they own something. You don't have grandmothers like what we had when crack took over the black community in the 80s. Okay. Who you talking about, Andrew? DL Jenkins says damage control is really more likely than get back. Some people, right? And if they could get, Trulla Mafia to start going at PRE, and they start going at each other, it makes the people who actually plan to put this together look innocent. That's right. Could just stop at get off of the drugs. Okay. Um, Teasy was the leader. He gave the okay. My Capricorn says nothing is wrong with it. It's just different now. Hey, Ray Jr. You guys, if you haven't gotten a membership, please get a membership. We have started a book club. Did y'all see the apology on the news? I have not seen it yet, Beauty Spark. Okay. But I want these young dudes to think twice before they go and start, because they more than likely looking at the wrong people. Yellow Rose says, I think Yo Gotti and Big Juke ordered this hit to hide evidence, but I knew this would happen because the DA is taking too long to bring this case to court. By Capricorn says, D.L. Jenkins, I was thinking the same thing. Mm. Me and you thinking just like Yellow Rose. Tamara, you seen the pot of drop? Go Van Teasy, Devin Burns, and Shondell together in Miami in 2021. I didn't see it. I hadn't seen it. I heard about it, but I didn't see it. Miss T, do you think Boosie new charges has anything to do with something bigger? It's not public like all of his other ones. Probably. I think they've been watching Boosie and they've been wanting to get Boosie since he got out of jail, because they know all the dirt that Boosie had did. And I called up there. I need a public reaction. Okay. All right, but you guys, I think that I just I just wanted for these young people to know that this killing has to stop. You cannot win against the federal government. You can't. And what people do is, when people are emotional like this, Teasy was just killed. So when people are emotional like this is when folks really start getting into their head, right? When they're emotional. Okay? And get them to do things that they later on regret when they sit in jail for the rest of their lives, and stuff start to come out that I ain't even have to be in jail. And if I was, I went at the wrong people. Okay, because it is in my opinion that Young Dolph's artist had nothing to do with this. I mean, it's obvious who did to me. Teasy was a threat. Okay, Teasy was a threat. I wouldn't be surprised if someone in law enforcement set it up to help boost the murder rate. Mm. I tell you. See, the feds are going to have to hurry up. The last time a meeting at Prive happened, Doc was killed. Teasy's girlfriend is already talking reckless. Oh, wow. Mm-mm-mm. It's the same as the rap game. Instead, doing their own thing, they got to be jealous of the next person. That's why they jealous of other vlogs. Right. They a lot of these people that's on here trolling, they got the same mentality. A lot of them are in the music industry. And I'm not talking about everybody down there in Texas, because there's bloggers in Texas that's not on that. Right. But they have the same mentality as a lot of these record heads because they're affiliated with them. They all bottom feeders. Anytime you keep your mind on what somebody else do and you can't do nothing but troll women, real gangsters don't troll women. When you cannot leave a woman alone, it is because you are a violator. Okay. They're used to violating women. Okay. And it's because you're sick. It's a darn shame that they fixated on me. Then they'll sit up and say, you swear somebody trolling you, ain't nobody trolling you. Well, why you got your ass over here? Okay. If you ain't bothered about me, if you ain't trolling me, why you over here? You sound like a damn crackhead. Ain't nobody think about you. Why you got your motherfucking ass up at 7 o'clock? I was on here at 7. rolling. That's because you got notifications on when I come on and your eyes pop open when you hear it. Cracked out and all. Okay? And a lot of these folks ain't on no crack. They on heroin and meth. Crack may help them. They so batshit crazy. Folks on crack didn't act like this. Okay? Hold on. Let me look at something. Okay. So they get up and they already have fake pages because they're trolls. They're sick. They was paid to be on here. Okay. Some of them was already on here, but some of them was, they're paid too, but some of them are newly paid. And they get on here because it's a lot of people that consistently want the mayhem and the genocide. And that's the reason why in the Memphis area, and that's the reason why I stay on the necks of people like Gotti and Juke and all of them. Okay. Because these are people, and I say this all the time, these are people that actually has built up a lot of wealth off of being in the Memphis community, because the Memphians help them. They still have businesses. And so the Memphis community is, is helping to build generational wealth for them. And this is what they do to the community. And then take out somebody like Young Dolph that actually had a heart of philanthropy. And then to sit up and say, we don't owe Memphis nothing, use a motherfucking lie. You have a responsibility to the people that help to make you rich. So if you ain't gonna mess with Memphis like that, don't send destruction back, because Memphis is an impoverished city. Poverty ignites crime, and the people in the city of Memphis is hurting. You fuck niggas. These little dudes ain't got the guidance. A lot of the guidance that we had. They just out there. They impoverished. They know better, but they ain't got the guidance. And so they looking at them. They already crashed out. They ain't shit. Look, young nigga, I give you 100 G's. You go do this for me. Somebody that they mess with loosely and don't care nothing about, because they already know the feds watching them. God in them know the feds all over them. Anybody that's around them know it, except for them little dudes. They just starstruck. You ain't gonna get no contract. That label gonna be defunct, because they committing genocide. That label and every label that's up under it, that's affiliated with it. God ain't gonna let it stay up. It can't happen. It can't. They committing genocide in the city of Memphis, and they grew up in Memphis. It ain't no way in hell Young Dolph should have been killed. And that's how you know that the people are lost. You don't kill nobody that's learned the recipe, that's teaching people how to come out of bondage as it relates to the slave deals of the record companies. Okay, that's somebody that stood for generational wealth for real. Giving back. He come home to give out turkeys to the less fortunate, something that a lot of them don't do. A lot of others don't do, and they kill him. So my thing is, if you ain't gonna give back to the community that has helped to create generational wealth in your family, why would you kill somebody that is? Why? And so that's how I know that the young people are lost, because they actually shoot themselves in the stomach. Hey, Dolph was a Leo. I'm a Leo. We talk shit. But who has a better heart than a Leo? I talk shit all day. I might cuss you out, but guess what? I'm going to do you right. If I can't do you right, I can't fool with you. I don't get up under people so I can snake them. I don't want you around me. I don't keep my enemies close. I don't want you near me. That's the type of personality I got if I don't mess with you. But if you're going to be up under me, I'm going to do you right. And that's the problem. Folks ain't righteous no more. And they killing all the people that are. I never said Dolph was innocent. But that dude didn't have no bad heart. Because he believed in giving. I'm a giver. Okay, I believe in giving people a hand up, not necessarily a hand out. I'm going to teach you the game so you can go fishing and feed yourself. But the problem is folks want somebody to always just give them something. Just give it to me. You know you can give it to me. Now, nigga, learn this so you can forever feed your family. And because they so misled, they letting the people that's committing genocide in the community say, well, you know, that little dude that Dolph didn't do y'all right. He could have gave you this. They ain't giving y'all nothing. When they give y'all $50,000, $100,000, all y'all doing is making the lawyers rich, because it goes back to what I said last year. A federal agent said ain't nobody gonna get rich but ain't nobody gonna spend no hit money but the lawyers. Haven't they been proving that? Every time these dudes go out and commit a murder, they have to take that hit money, if they get it all, okay, and go pay some lawyers. Okay? And go pay some lawyers. So who's spending the hit money? If you defending yourself in court and you still gonna do time. The government has a damn strategy. And if you ain't got no money, you assed out. Drain the swamp and then give them life. Okay? That's the strategy. That's the strategy. So you still living in the hood, you ain't got nothing. How you gonna fight up against the government? Now, what they trying to do is put the battery in the backs of a lot of other little dudes that's probably got kids, and to put their mothers through hell that ain't got the money to fight the government for their attorney's fees, because these niggas is scared. That's the reason why they took Teasy out. Okay? If they could find Jamarcus and the rest of them, they do the same thing. Okay? But they know Teasy could directly touch the top and the bottom. He could put some people away. The root of the tree is the people that's really committing genocide in the Black community. It's a damn shame people start building wealth and record labels and things of that nature, and they feel like their money is to go and put hit on other Black people. I got money to play. Motherfucker, you wasn't saying that when you was begging folks, when you was at them hole in the wall clubs in Memphis to come out and support you. Now you got some money. You feel like it's supposed to be to send hits back to the community. I don't respect you. They don't give a damn about the Memphis community. The money that they paying these little dudes to have to pay the lawyers, because that's all they gonna do. You still ain't gonna have no money. When you get through fighting for your life, if you get out, you're gonna be broke back at point A. And you're gonna lose some family members, because these folks is going after folks' family members now. So you go and you ain't got no issues with nobody, Young Dolph or nobody. You let some nigga who feel like he God now because he done made some money pay you to go do a hit and put your mama and your kids in danger. I don't understand these dudes. And your woman. Okay? And these women ain't no better. I never thought I would live to see young girls letting dudes use them to set up other dudes. Baby set them up. I had love did my man. He had said, I'm his bottom bitch. He had told me to set it up. He only trust me had to set up somebody to kill. She think that's living. Then when the going gets tough, because he ain't gonna have nobody that he really love that's got his kid. He ain't gonna do that because he have to put her away where nobody don't know about her. Then when the going gets tough, they start getting on their ass. Man, we got to get rid of that bitch. I was effing her. She been, but she might break. We're gonna have to go ahead and get rid of her. And that's what's happening. Ain't these folks ops ain't killing them. They own people around them doing it. I said it last year. It's been happening forever. I worked in Crime Stoppers for years. When we would go over there and pay out that money at them undisclosed locations, at organized crime undisclosed locations, it be their own folks. When they call, I know about a murder that happened 10 years ago. I said, oh, okay. You know about a murder? Well, it happened 10 years ago. It was my boy. I know who did it. Man, I don't know. I don't know if I want to say nothing. No, go ahead and say something. Yeah, all right, man. It was our other nigga that did it. How much I'm gonna get paid? Oh, you gonna get paid, brother. They go on here. I go right over there to homicides. Look here, we just had somebody. This, oh man, this probably gonna be it. Come back. When that person called back with that tip number, go ahead, pay them that money. We're gonna be able to make an arrest on that. These folks been setting they folks up. Normally, it is all they've been setting they folks up, killing them. Now somebody gonna say, just like Young Dolph people since had did it. Young Dolph people ain't set him up. Young Dolph was walking into a cookie shop. Okay. Okay. Teasy was in a neighborhood, more than likely to see some people that he knew, to meet somebody that he knew. Young Dolph was walking into a business and they snuck up on him because they had been following him. So don't come into my chat with that. People, well, Key Glock and them had did. I'm gonna block you because you're not gonna get on here and try and spread fake narratives. I don't give a damn what other people do. And see, I don't get mad at what other people do on their channels because I ain't paid to try and push no narrative. When folks can't bully people to move, that's their job. Man, I ain't gonna pay you. I ain't gonna pay your apartment note. I ain't gonna pay your rent. Gonna get ready to get them sent straight back to jail. Y'all need to do something. Because anybody else will worry about their own vlog. Don't nobody have time to be worried about what nobody else vlogging about. I see so much bullshit, it don't make no sense. I don't get mad at that. It ain't me. I just know when I get on here, I'm gonna tell the truth. And if I don't know the truth, I'm going to say, well, this is what I think. That's the difference between me and a whole lot of people, because I ain't going to get on here and swear it's the truth and nothing but the truth. And it's something that I think. Okay? That's the reason why I said, because I don't know who killed Teasy, but in my opinion, okay, because I went out there, I believe he was set up by somebody that he trusted. And that is in my opinion. And it is in my opinion because I went out there. Okay? Okay? I thank God for having a sane mind. Okay? I'm not a troubled person. And we all have troubles. Thank you, Sean G. We all have troubles in our lives. But I thank God I'm not a troubled person. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. Okay? I thank God that I'm not a troubled person. It takes a troubled person to consistently feel like they need to go after other people, and especially women. I thank God. I thank God for the men that I grew up around, because I know how men supposed to act. Hey, my cousins, them out in the streets every day. I done seen them in and out of federal prisons. We would cry sometimes when my cousins would go, because I loved my cousins growing up. We've always been a tight family, but I know they had to go pay their retribution for whatever they did. And that's the reason why I'm not going to let them get on here with a bunch of internet thugs. I told one of my cousin's girlfriends, stop logging him in here. Don't let him see nothing. Okay? Because real thugs be ready to go handle men that think that they're going to violate women. They'll sneak up on you and you never know. Okay? Or confront you. So these record labels are getting people messed over because these folks ain't gonna be letting these men jump on here and be internet thugs and violate women in their lives. Not real men, because real thugs don't bother with women. First thing they'll say, man, that's woman shit. I used to hear my dad say it all the time. My dad used to always say, if y'all can get past that woman stuff, that's y'all too emotional with that. I ain't gonna get into that woman stuff now. That's y'all gonna have to get past that cattiness. But the problem is, it's too many men that are even more catty than women. Anytime you feel like you need to sit on here and argue with women and go after women, use a bitch. No real men do that. No real men do that. Okay. Hey, R. Richmond. But like I was saying, okay, the word is that there was a meeting at Prive yesterday. Hell, I'm not out there in the streets. So if I know, how many other people y'all think know? Okay. This killing gotta stop. And ain't nobody getting away with nothing. So it's time for these older people. I'm talking about the ones that's got some sense. Okay. To step in and stop this stuff. Okay. These little dudes, at the time they killed Young Dolph was 36 years old. Young Dolph would have been with the type of mindset that he had, okay, as it relates to liberations and not being a slave and all of that. He sure could have helped with a lot of these it's the African American boys that's got the talent as it relates to rap. Rap was created and built by Black people. But somehow you have these, I don't want to say nothing bad about nobody because I know I have a mixture of everybody that come in here of all races, but you have evil people, and all people that don't look like us are not evil, that has found a way to take advantage of Black people not knowing and not being business savvy, where to make Black people who have felt like they were nothing famous but still not affiliate that with wealth and being rich. So them and their families get wealthy off of slaving Black men and women in the music industry. And so when they do start teaching a few other cuckabug heads how to really make some money, the goal is to take advantage of other Black people. You got to take advantage of other Black people. Okay, I have to do it to get rich. Sign this record deal. I had to do it and be a slave. You've got to do it too. Instead of, it wasn't no reason why a lot of these people shouldn't have got with Young Dolph. Okay. They should have got with Young Dolph and had a meeting of the mind and got some good lawyers to turn this stuff around as it relates to the music industry. They can't kill everybody. But instead, that spirit of jealousy runs so rampant in the Black community that anytime somebody try to get out of the barrel, he got out, we got to kill him because I'm still in here struggling. They kill him before they can reach back and start pulling anybody else out. We are our own worst enemies. Okay? And so when you get rappers that try to bring that street stuff to in the industry, okay? And they started talking about, well, if you play with my name, I'm gonna kill you. Okay. The way that we supposed to handle that is, since they want to, because a fool with money is real dangerous. A fool is a fool, but a fool with some money is real dangerous. And I think because of the battery that they put in a lot of these little dudes' backs, like Black Youngster and all of them, they pushed him to the edge where I'm telling you what I know, that the feds are determined to get Black Youngster, okay? And they ain't trying to pin nothing on him either. But he was pushed out there. They used him because they didn't care nothing about him. Right? And it's unfortunate that people like Black Youngster feel like doing whatever it was that he was doing is showing loyalty, because he don't really know what loyalty looks like. And then they push him out there to do the ultimate, to take care of whatever issue. Young Dolph, the only problem, because Black Youngster and Young Dolph didn't have no problems. So it shouldn't, and never even came to whatever it came to with them. So manipulative people will put a battery in other folks' back and push them out there to take care of whatever issues that they feel like they have with somebody else, and their hands will be clean and they can travel the world free. My lightweight gone. I ain't got to look at that person be great, while these other folks looking at life and being taken away from their families. But we said that this was going to start happening when they started getting down to the nitty gritty. When people started helping, these folks ain't playing about what happened to young Dolph. The feds been involved. I've been told y'all that. Okay. And these people that's putting the battery in these little dudes' back know that you can't win against the government. They ain't got enough money to. I don't care how many millions they think they got. They ain't got enough money to fight the government. They'll drain their money so quick it don't make no sense. It's their strategy. That's why they have a what is it, a 95%, then they say a 99% or a 95% conviction rate, the feds, because they have a strategy that has been working for years. Okay. And a lot of these old heads that's been in and out of the system know it. So they can't take no chances, because they already know they can't fight with the feds. They ain't willing to take that chance. We'll give you the money, little dude, because we already know we can't win. We don't give a damn about you. We know they're gonna get you. But I don't give a damn about them getting you. That's why they say don't get caught. I give you the money, don't get caught. Because they already know you're gonna get caught. I'll give you the money because they already know it's gonna be for attorney's fees. And guess what? You still ain't gonna win. So when people get on here and say you don't know nothing about the streets, you're right. I didn't run the streets, but I could tell you something about that criminal justice system because I worked in it for 18 years and still do investigative work. You can't tell me nothing about that. I wouldn't give a fuck How much you been in and out of jail, bitch? You can't tell me nothing about a system that I have been in. I've been working in the back rooms all these years. You ain't been in the back rooms. You just been on the other side of the law. Okay? I've been in the inside. So I know how it works. You can't win. You can't win. You ain't gonna win. So stop putting a battery in these little dudes' back and getting their lives taken. These little dudes don't understand. They sending those that do got mamas and stuff that care, they sending them to an early grave. Because these dudes ain't got as much money as they say they do. Because once the feds start seeing y'all getting these high-priced lawyers, they'll start dragging this shit out forever. Okay, we're going to see how long they're going to pay for that high-priced ass lawyer, that $1,000 an hour lawyer. They might do it for a year. You think they're going to do it for 3 or 4? Hell no, that's hitting their pockets. Okay? So then you have to get a public defender. Okay? Who pays the public defenders? The state. Oh, okay. So y'all, this stuff got to stop. Okay? And like I said, I know that everybody has a difference of opinion. I don't have no mental illnesses. So anybody else can say whatever they want to on their blog. I don't try and debunk other bloggers. I don't, because that's not my job to do that. I have real things going on in my life. I'll go and look in on some other vloggers page. I'll go, oh, okay. I don't believe that, some of that stuff. Or I might say, oh, okay, cool. And then I move on. But you ain't gonna see me pop on here now. If somebody come in here and ask me something, because I know a lot of these subscribers look at other vloggers. I'll go, no, I don't believe that, or no, that ain't true. And then I move on. Ain't no record label paying me, so I'm not gonna be on here arguing. And they couldn't pay me to do it anyways. Okay. But anyways, whatever that meeting was about, okay, it's a damn shame when the people know and they can't win. And I bet if people just calm down, because see, people try to get you emotional when things first happen so you could do stuff that you regret. It'll all come out what happened to Teasy. And they're gonna know that it didn't have anything. I'm willing to bet that it had nothing to do with Young Dolph's artists. Okay, Dennis, that's good. Okay. I wanted to drop the link and let people come up. Okay. I know it's a lot of it's for almost 400 people in here. It's a lot of people that's in here. Okay, and so when I drop the link, I'm gonna tell y'all something that I don't do. Regardless to what Teasy was into, I can't have nobody coming on here saying that's why he dead. We smoking on the Teasy pack. You can't put that negative energy in the atmosphere on my page. That's devilish stuff. I don't do devilish stuff. You can't. That's evil. You can't do that on here. Because I'm not gonna let you spread that. That's coming from my page. I can't let you spread that type of negativity. that put that aura over my page. That's sickness. That's evilness. Okay, because contrary to what people want to believe, Teasy was still a human being. He has children and he has a family. And I can't have that. That drains me. I can't have that type of energy. I can't let that attach to me. I just can't do it. Okay. I can't do it. Okay. Don't come up in here with no conspiracy theories, because I'm gonna just politely knock you down. Well, what had happened was, they had said it. Did it? I'm gonna have to go and knock you on down, because see, I can't let that energy attach to me. Words are powerful. Okay. Hey, Steven.
How you doing this morning? How you doing, T?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm just listening, man. These people be getting your blood pressure up.
They piss me off.
I be feeling bad. You go to cuss and I just be like, man, I know you said your mama be listening to you, or she used to. I bet your mama be like, oh man, here we go again. Here we
And
go
look,
again.
look, my mama is an evangelist, a minister.
Man, but I mean, you know, I, you be right. I mean, people, but you got to realize something. T, at this point, these vloggers, whoever, they gonna try you every day, like because they want to see you. Like you notice how you can start on a topic and then they'll send somebody or they'll come. They want to see you off your game. They want to see your page struck. You gotta
Yeah,
don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe, because they do it every time, every
yeah,
time. So it's all good. You got too much going on. But they just want to see you fail. Like a lot of them are, because they know you're actually close to. And I told you this before. You report the truth. You don't try to monetize lies like they do. So don't even let them take you there, because that's all they doing.
that's true.
As far as Teasy, yeah, I saw his girlfriend. It was you and Copeland, because the cult figure he called out Lakia Scott, but somebody talked about old girl, and yeah, they I don't know what their issue is with Dolph. I don't know, but I personally think, I know you said no conspiracy theories. This is what I think. I think that since they're not getting Pre to react one way, it's like, well, let's get somebody to go after him. And I hope Pre stays the course. And me and Grove Hero, we talk on Instagram sometimes, and he don't say much, but he'll be like, we know what they're trying to do. So I don't think he's gonna let people go crazy. But at the same time, it ain't a whole bunch of Grove Heroes over there. These guys are from South Memphis, so they know how to retaliate if you bother them. And I just hope that if they had this meeting, they don't go bothering Pre, because eventually they're gonna respond, and it's not gonna be one of those Care Bear responses. So I hope that they're just chilling. I really let them make their money and move on. They've done this for years, but they just keep being bothered by the same people. I don't know why. It's just the same thing every day. And I hope they're smarter than that to just fall into this trap, because somebody's trying to get them to react. And I hope they don't.
I hope they don't either. Do you think that a battery is being put in? So what do you think happened to Teasy, in your opinion?
My opinion, based on the little facts that I do know, I think that for it to happen in his hood, no, somebody knew him. I think it was a setup, and I think that, like you said, him being out with all those charges, something didn't make sense about this. Man had 3 warrants. Somebody put that in your chat. This man had warrants against him, so he was saying something, and I think that they shut him up. I don't know if Kamisha's gonna say much, but I find it strange that all these people he hung with, nobody can even muster up, "I miss you, I love you," other than his girlfriend. There's no loyalty right there, none, and that's sad. So I think it was somebody who knew him, and they set him up, and then to leave his body there, that showed you how much they didn't respect him. That's weird.
Mm-hmm. His body in a hood that he be in all the time. They let it sit there from night to all the way to not the morning, but the afternoon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That must
Somebody
have
knew.
been that his family, he wasn't answering his phone. Must have got worried and went looking for him or something.
Had to. His girlfriend said something that was kind of weird. She was like, I got there a little too late," and I thought that was weird too for her to say that. So either she may have known it was coming, but to say something like, "I got there a little bit too late," that just doesn't make sense to me either. So it's just an ugly situation. I now some vloggers are saying, well, he was in the straight drop video, stepped on. I haven't seen that video, so I don't care if he died. But this is still a human life. But you live by the sword, you die by. Like, this is you in that type of situation all the time. And I don't know Teasy, but I don't know if he's killed. I mean, it's a lot I could say. It's just that somebody knew that this cat was about to be taken out, and nothing just happens. Nothing just happens. It just seems like everybody affiliated with that one name that we talk about keeps going through stuff. And rest in peace, Young Dolph was right. I heard Straight Drop was on suicide watch the other day, and this man was in jail crying and all that. So it's like you had to kind of expect this. You killed Dolph. You had to know you weren't going to get away with this. They just didn't know the ramifications they were going to face. If they knew it, they probably wouldn't have done it. But since you did it, here we are.
Mm-hmm. Hey, D-Mon.
Hey, baby, how are you?
I'm doing a lot better this morning.
Because I was on my way now, snow boots and all. Me and Cat Daddy, I was right on Cat Daddy's back, girl. We about to come on down there and see what the hell going on.
Shout out to I don't know if I want to say her name. She was able to find out who the troll was, and it was who we thought. So, but it's
Who
all
you
good
thought?
though. We
Yeah,
just keep right going.
yeah, we're gonna keep on pushing it, cause like I said in the chat, these folks digging under folks' fingernails for crumbs, right? So, let these nail pickers uh keep on picking. Because it stops nothing over here. Because see, every time you get off topic, they done came over here and got a few jewels, so they want to hurry up and do a video before you can get off live, right? And then claim that they got the information first. So
Mm-hmm.
we know the game by now. You've been into this for a minute now. You know what it is. So you got just keep it moving, girl.
That's
Because
right. We
that's
keep.
what losers do. They doing what losers do. I mean, what else do you expect from a loser?
That's right, and they sure loses up at because I was on here at 7, like
Yeah.
7 something. So we are at 7:30. So we already know that 7:15 or something. We already know that's what losers do.
Yeah, they got their notification bell on every time you pop on. They want to come over here,
Exactly.
like roaches, and grab a crumb or two, and
Exactly.
hurry up while you still on live and go run do a video and get their content for the day. But in
And
the meantime, they want to take you off topic and have you hooping and hollering about their BS while they over there making a damn video and put it out before you can even get off live.
Absolutely about what I was talking about. Anyways, you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Dima, I've noticed some of them don't even make video. Like when Tam takes a couple of days off, they'll do it too. I've noticed that too, and I'm like, hold up, you and Tam are on the same schedule, so I don't know how this works. But when she come back, the very next day or even later, they'll go like, well, I got my sources say. I'm like, okay, real talk with Tam, and I put it in their chat. I'm like, real talk with Tam said this. Real
I
talk with
just
Tam
saw
said that.
somebody do that off the because we already know. I think the whole channel, the whole chat knows that she did the video about Devin Burns. Now I've seen about 3 or 4 vloggers all of a sudden talking about Devin Burns. You know, but
Yeah,
that's the nature of the beast, right? That's what crumb snatchers do, you know, and then say word on the street is we found so and so. No, you found them all right. You found them on Tamara's
yep,
page.
basically. And I
Yeah,
see
basically.
it's sad. I pay attention now. It's a few of them that are always out there, but the ones that do those long lives, I'm like, man, I heard this. I just heard this yesterday, but you don't sound like Tamara. You don't look like her. So why you? And so, and they don't even have to like. They'll mix it in with lies though, so it'll be disguised as well. It was me bringing. Man, come on, man. We
Yeah,
already know what you're doing.
yeah.
Andrew Trotter, and that's your name, Andrew. That's your real name.
We don't
Yeah,
want to
don't
call nobody
yeah,
else, Steven. Let's just keep it
don't
moving,
yeah.
cause folks like that, like I said, that's just the nature of the beast. So I think people that go from page to page, they already know what information comes from first. And it's not even about being first. To me, it's real juvenile and silly for an adult to just be so damn stuck. They needle is stuck on first. I was first. Like kids, you stand in line for the pizza day at school.
Yeah,
I'm first. It's
yeah,
like, stop it.
yeah.
We're talking about grown adults, and the ultimate goal should really be about getting justice for Dolph. But like Tamara said, these people are working for the very people that took them out. So right now with this Teasy thing, saying that Pre did it, uh, is a way to spin the narrative, right? Because when she says that Pre didn't have nothing to do with it, they come over here and troll her because it doesn't fit into their narrative. Because they
I
want the
agree.
narrative to be Pre did it, which
Yeah,
we know is a damn bunch of a crock of caca.
yeah,
Uh, this is people that got their damn discovery.
yeah,
That boy name was probably in it,
yeah.
and somebody had to shut him up. That's it, and that's all. And then I'm blown away by the very people that he ate with, broke bread with, did hits with, or
Yeah.
whatever he
And
did for him,
four,
couldn't even,
and
and
four.
more, and couldn't even say rest in peace. Make that make sense. What's your thoughts on that, Stephen? They couldn't even tell the boy rest in peace.
Well, I mean, would you say rest in peace to people, people you put in, like you made rest? I wouldn't. That only makes sense. Like
But
nobody from that side.
so
So
but that should tell people something, though, right?
it should tell everybody who's around them something. But they, like I said, they're just so hell bent on hating Dolph. Like, first of all,
Hmm.
Dolph ain't here no more. So either you talking to his dad or his son. Secondly, why do you have such a disdain? Like, the more I research this story, Dolph was really cool with a lot of these people, and Dolph tried to help so many of these people. They
Mm-hmm.
just did not want his help, and his help was more, okay, I'm gonna make y'all millionaires if y'all just follow me. But they like, no, let me take this 50,000 like the it was this blogger. Well, these two twin brothers, they had it, and they were saying, where that money at now? It's gone. All that money
Hmm.
you had in these videos, where's that? Like Straight Drop couldn't even afford a lawyer, but you in videos throwing all this money out. That was a
Hmm.
temporary fix. When you got paper route artists making, like, it's artists who ain't even selling a lot, but they making a lot. Like Snoop Bands, he ain't selling a lot of records, but he making a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Paper Route Wu, DK, ain't nobody heard of, I ain't never heard of like three of their video, but they making a lot of money. Big Moochie great. But you look at the other side and it's like, what are these guys really doing? Teasing all them. These guys ain't got no money. Like, when it's, well, like, think about why Teasy had these charges. You up there robbing folk. How many paper route artists are robbing people? None of them. Because Dolph didn't play that.
Yeah.
So the disdain they have for this man, when he, it's like the bigger your heart is, the more people hate you. I don't understand that concept, especially being black. I don't understand that concept. Like, people hate you for wanting them to do right, and the same people that hate him, that took him out, are the ones that he wanted to help the most, for real. Because he didn't come up with these guys. But he was older, so he wanted to impart wisdom in them. These other cats who are older, Jook and Gotti, nah, y'all just go do this. And I saw something else I wanted to talk to y'all about. I don't know who this Art Horn dude is, but he was
That's their,
supposed.
that's their lawyer.
Okay, now he was supposed to represent Straight Drop, from what I'm
Mm-hmm.
hearing, and he dropped out. And it's like, that's when Straight Drop was cooked. He was barbecued at that point.
Yeah.
But why would you?
He
You know
was
what I'm
cooked before he did it because I think they had already planned that they was going to. They might have had said that they was going to put him on, but they didn't know that, as Chief David said, it's been fast moving because God let them know that he was going to shake up some stuff when we had that earthquake that night, right? And
saying?
they
Right.
didn't know that it was going to, that people was going to become so interested in Young Dolph. It kind of spread like wildfire, and they knew what had happened early on.
Okay. See, now that I didn't know. Now when he dropped out, he should have known something. Like, this guy said he's gonna be your lawyer. Like, Gotti is behind all of this. Literally, you can't take his name out of it. But the feds got to move quick. They gonna have to, because it's Juneteenth weekend.
Yeah.
This ain't this man. They better do something in Memphis, because the cops are moving too slow. I'm sorry, they just moving too slow. They
Mm-hmm.
they are, and I just feel bad for all parties involved. But Teasy, ain't gonna say he had it coming, but I wouldn't trust nobody up there. I wouldn't.
Yeah, especially if you are in a hood that you're used to being in. Hey, Big Will, Miss Essie, thank you for the cash out. But yeah, it's just it's something wrong.
Yeah,
It's just something wrong. And like I said, people think that they play chess all the time. We'll kill two birds in one stone. He got to go because, we feel like this and that he's a threat, but they've been in, everybody knows that there may be some friction between him and this group of people. So we want this group of people gone too. So they'll just take out each other. We look innocent. Kill two birds with one stone.
Yep, and that ain't the case. Like you can. Matter of fact, the streets are playing chess. The feds are playing Uno, and they got draw fours and reverses. That's all they got. They ain't got nothing else. So you stuck, man. Like I don't know anybody who thinks this is power or this is any type. Like, this is not a TV show. I've said it before. This is not a game. The feds don't miss. You can think they do. They know everything that's going on. And to have a meeting at Prive, with they got cameras. You think the feds can't tap? Like, Lord have mercy. It's like these are the dumbest people on earth. Like they know everything.
Everything.
Why you gonna go to Prive and have a meeting? Why you couldn't have a meeting at Waffle House? You had to go to Prive.
You out in the woods. They got cameras in the sky.
Exactly, because they recorded themselves in the. Why do people record themselves so much? I just don't get it. Man, you better put that. Matter of fact, don't even take if you really smart. You know that you shouldn't even take your phones with you. That way it can't ping off any towers. But these fools be taking pictures and just having a good old time, and I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Snitching on themselves.
So how do y'all think? Do y'all think that they're going to find out who did this to Teasy?
Absolutely. Somebody saw something. Somebody gonna say something. Somebody. They gave him up for $2,000. They gave him up for $2,000 last time. Somebody let them throw $10,000 out there. They can be like, okay, I'll tell you, because I would.
See, first of all, we don't know what's going on internally within these camps.
Yeah, because somebody was saying it was known. That's what I meant to read. They said it was known that Teasy supposedly was having issues internally with Trulla Mafia. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what they're saying.
Well, didn't you say something about you saw something where they said he was an ex Trulla Mafia?
Yeah, somebody posted he was an ex Trulla Mafia member.
So that speaks volumes, right? So they excommunicated him from the clan. Then and nobody says R.I.P. To me, that speaks volumes.
Yeah.
Because if you got love for somebody, whether you're trying to distance yourself from them or not, because they can't distance themselves from Teasy because he's all in pictures with you. So you might as well go ahead and say R.I.P. if you got love for him. But if you feeling a way about him and his death, and you can't even wish that man's family send condolences and rest easy, bro, or anything like that, that to me, paints a picture.
Wait till the
so
funeral.
That's why I say that there's some internal warfare or something that the internet is not privy to everything that's going on inside these camps.
Absolutely. Wait till the funeral. Wait till we'll see who at the funeral. If Kamisha and them ain't there, then I'll know. Yep, it was them. It was them. Cause they screamed.
Has she said anything?
Man, the last thing Kamisha talked about was braiding hair. Well, was she somebody getting their hair braided? That's all.
They said something about, she posted something about this case not going how they wanted it to go, with laughing emojis. Just wait for it or something like that. I'm like, chick, you need to go somewhere and just sit it down.
She deleted some posts that she supposedly she said. I know that much.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know it was a candlelight vigil tonight. But yeah, she they close to her. I think Govan done told on everybody. They don't really need nothing else. He done told on everybody. I just don't know why it's taking them so long to pick everybody up. Like this is weird, man.
It takes so long, in my opinion, Stephen, to pick them up because it's federal. And we already know that the feds will sit on you for years before they actually come with indictments. So they're not going to come for them until they are good and ready. And unfortunately, more lives may be lost. Just because people losing their life is not going to speed them up. You know what I mean? Because they want to make sure that once they get them in a court of law, that they can win and keep their 98% conviction rate.
But they can get it. I hear you, D-Mon. They can get a lot of that now because if Govan's, and, testimony is sealed. Somebody's seen it before it was sealed. They know who's in it. That's like, unless they got like they at 94%, they need a 6% tie up. They got enough. In my opinion, they should have enough.
But we
And
don't know that. You know what I mean? We don't know that because see, you have to have corroborating witnesses, you have to have all of your ducks in a row, and you also have to get a grand jury to agree to
indict. Understood. I
indict. You know
understand.
what I mean? So
And
all of that stuff takes time.
which is why they have been, they hire vloggers and things of that nature. They know how important witnesses are.
Right.
But I think that they have done a very good job because nobody knows who the witnesses are. They don't even know where they're at. So it has been an epic fail as far as them hiring certain vloggers to try and find witnesses. I
But
think they've
see,
done a very good job at keeping the witnesses safe.
and what we have to remember is that, they're calling this or calling him a high profile gang. Now that's how they label Teasy, that he was a member of a high profile gang. Now I don't know if they would be labeling that a high profile gang had Dolph not been taken out. So obviously, it's high up on their to-do list,
Priority, right.
honey-do list, as far as looking to see who took him out. Because I'm gonna tell you something: if they discover that in fact it was someone from his own team or even someone in the CMF camp that's trying to silence witnesses or people involved in this case, then yeah, that's so that's more stuff for the feds to investigate, right? So every time something like this happens, it doesn't make the case move faster. To me, it's almost like a hindrance because now they got to investigate his death. And if it's involved or is tied to Dolph, then they got to tie that in and get the evidence and tie it into Dolph's case. And I'm speaking on a federal level.
Yeah, that makes sense. I will not argue that because I believe you know exactly what you're speaking on. The perspective I'm looking at it from is, okay, well, you put people at risk of losing their lives now because my personal opinion, Shondale, Shondale, what's his name? Last name? I ain't heard. I don't think he's in Dallas. I think the feds have put him up. I really do. I think the feds have put him up. He ain't saying nothing. Zilch.
And he shouldn't say nothing, why he popped out that other time, I have no idea.
Yeah, in that.
He needed to keep quiet.
But he knows a lot, so I just don't want to run the risk of other people potentially. I don't want to run the risk of anybody from Paper Route or even CMG getting taken out because it then looks like you don't care. Not saying they don't, but that's the perception. Like the feds, y'all can't move any faster than this. Because
let me tell you who puts them at risk more than the feds not picking anybody up right now. Let me tell you who really put them at risk. Idiotic news reporters like this chick that got on here talking about it was free without any substantiated evidence. The MPD hadn't even done a news conference or made any statements about that. They're being tight-lipped about it. So for her to make such an idiotic and do irresponsible news reporting like that, that's what put people at risk. Some of these bloggers put people at risk. You know what I'm saying? When you go putting a jacket on people and you don't have any proof. See, because we've always said, even with Tamara will say, I'm not going to agree to that. I'm not going to say that's the truth if I haven't heard it from a credible source. That's it and that's all. So if you don't have credible sources, and I can honestly probably say that news lady did not have any credible sources because what somebody whispered in her ear on the street or paid her to say, to me, is not credible. If MPD didn't say that, then F what she talking about.
Tamara, have you found that apology that allegedly Memphis put out the station? Because I haven't seen it.
No, I haven't. People are saying that she did, but I have not seen it.
Well, I guess they call themselves doing a half-ass retraction, right? It wasn't even a retraction. Basically, they just said, well, Dolph's it's a label, not a gang. But they did not. And I was expecting them to say, we are retracting the statement from yesterday. that was, it basically was erroneous, right? Because the chick didn't have any facts. She was stating a rumor. I was
That,
expecting them to talk more about that as
And the
far as
thing that pissed me off was she's been around long enough to know, because everybody talks about Young Dolph, that he had a label called PRE. That was the name of his label. But to
right.
say Dolph's gang, PRE Dolph's gang, that was very disrespectful.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, they called themselves apologizing, but to me, it wasn't enough. And I'm gonna tell you something. Um, since Miss White doesn't think the case isn't going the way it should be, how about Doss people just go ahead and sue Watermelon Heads in a civil court of law? Because I'm gonna tell you something. If they win in a civil court of law,
Mm-hmm.
guess what? They will probably 9 times out of 10 get him convicted in a criminal court of law. So if I was them, I would sue him in a civil court.
Well, I think that's gonna happen after the trial. I think because Mia J, she doesn't really talk a lot. She's been very quiet, very humble, and I just hate that those kids are still privy to this, because it's not like they don't hear about this stuff. As much as she tries to protect them from it, and I hope she sue. I hope Mia J takes over CMG and just dissolves the company. I hope they take it for everything they're worth. I really do.
Yeah.
After this federal trial, I really, and I would go after them federally, statewide, civil. I'd burn it all down. I
Yeah.
would, because
Because
they just keep saying stuff about this, and that's Dolph's like his parents, Adolph Senior and his mom. It's like, man, like they got to listen to stuff every day. Like they want justice so bad. It's taking so long, but people keep saying stupid stuff, and they got to hear this. Like nobody thought about them when in all this. They were just thinking about, well, we're gonna kill Dolph. Nobody thought about the parents, the kids, and they just want their hatred was so focused on Dolph, and he wasn't even doing nothing. But they didn't think about everybody involved, and now you got to suffer. Because the suffering is coming. Like T said, you can get on the internet and floss all day. They know what time it is for real, and it's God o'clock. That's what time it is. God o'clock. No matter what time you look, it's God o'clock, and He's coming, and nothing you can do but just wait.
And before people say that, well, Dolph was putting stuff in rap songs, that wasn't doing anything. He was not a threat to anybody's life. A
Nope.
person can put whatever they want in a rap song. That's what rappers do.
Yep. Absolutely. And your job is to respond back, but do it on wax. Gotti couldn't do it on wax because he wasn't that talented.
Well, I mean, anytime you give yourself the moniker Gotti, you are somewhere living in a grandiose, narcissistic personality, uh, what they said, delusions of grandeur, right? I truly believe that he has delusions of grandeur, and he feels like his money is just his God, and he is playing God. He has the right or the say so of who lives and who dies. So that's what happens when you give the wrong person some money, right?
But he ain't got no, like Tamara said, he ain't, the man got a loan. And everybody named Gotti, the feds eventually dealt with him. John
Well,
Gotti,
he's a
Yo
pimp.
Gotti, Irv
He's
Gotti.
pimping. He's pimping, so he's got some money.
He,
You
if
know,
he don't have as much as he looks like he has, is what I'm saying.
We know
They'll
that.
freeze when they freeze them accounts. It's a wrap.
well,
Thank you, Miss Sonia, for becoming a member. Thank you, Miss Sonia.
he's making money off,
Other artists. He's not making.
right.
He would just no. Dima, I'm not saying he's not making money. I'm not saying he's not making the money that looks like he's making. He's really not. He's really not.
Right.
Well, well, okay, he got some money somewhere because either Angela may have opened up her bank account to him and funding his world tour or whatever's going on. But see, I find it really ironic. It's not just Dolph's case, and it's not just him. I've seen a pattern of when things are happening, or after things happen, or before they happen. These rappers get on jets and they get out the country. They get on out of town, right? I've seen it in other rappers' deaths when the ringleader or the culprit always managed to hop on a plane or show himself live on a jet or whatever. So I just don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe the meeting in the woods was a coincidence. I don't believe Straight Drop having that phone was a coincidence. And I'll be glad when and I'm sure probably as we speak right now, they've already gotten a text message and whatever was in that phone. They're going through it right now with a fine tooth comb. Because I
Hmm.
promise you, and I'm willing to bet my whole 401k that there's some incriminating information on that phone that he had.
You right. I'm willing to bet all the money that Miss Kitty owes Tamara on Cash App. 'Cause she owe her, man. She better, man. That's an income tax check. The way she
Stephen,
be
I know you've been keeping score, haven't you?
man, listen, man. My calculator don't, man. My calculator stopped counting. It was like, dang, man, you just don't care no more, do you? But T, let me ask you this. I mean, just back to the vloggers. Like what? Because you've been doing this Dolph case since it started. Is that correct?
Well, I started in probably about the end of December of 21.
When did people kind of start going at you?
That like right after subscribe, I started getting a lot of of subscribers, and they saw that my narrative, or I mean that I think I was a little, I'll say not naive, but I actually thought, and I'm not saying, because when I first started looking at the Doss case, Colt Figure was the one of the first vloggers that I saw. I was looking at Colt Figure, and I saw how hard he was going for Dolph, and I was very happy about it because a lot of Memphis vloggers did not. You had in the beginning Thaddeus and another vlogger, but they started getting like death threats, right?
Right.
And it was because people was calling Thaddeus and the other young lady and giving them a whole lot of information. Now, this was before anybody was arrested. And so they started getting death threats so bad. That is one of the reasons how they was able to hone in too on a lot of the people that was affiliated with the Doss case, because they was getting, they didn't know how. I ain't talking about the type of hackers they got that could never get with the government. They didn't know the type of intelligence, and I'm talking about the equipment that the government had to be able to trace a lot of stuff. And so but I love the fact that Co-Figure was going extremely hard on the Young Doss case, and me and my mother used to watch him quite a bit, and I started seeing like and there were other vloggers that was on the right track, but then I started seeing a whole lot of vloggers kind of like going left, and I was like, dog, well, maybe they just don't know. I think that's where the naivety came in at, and I was like, well, I'll just start vlogging and telling the truth, and I about it. And shoot, when I started doing that, when I did a video talking about a lot of phone numbers had been changed when Straight Drop was making phone calls, because that is what I was told, and it was true.
Mm.
That a lot of people started looking at that video and started subscribing to the channel, and I started getting hell right after that.
Okay.
But they don't do nothing but backstab each other, and I'm
Yeah.
really just seeing how they need so much attention from each other. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you don't acknowledge me, then I don't like you. But the moment they shout them out, then they back over there. You my bestest friend.
Yeah.
You keep it real. They just play
Yeah.
these juvenile games, and I'm like, they are so fickle. I've
Yeah.
never seen a bunch of grown, fickle, retarded adults.
Yeah.
I'm like, goodness gracious, uh they fall in and they fall out with each other.
Yeah.
My thing is, you know, you either jump on or you take off, right? Take the hell off. Get
Yeah.
lost. You're gonna either gonna jump on or you're gonna get lost.
Yeah.
Because see all that back and forth for clicks and views and uh, to boost your channel and your numbers, just to show somebody that you beefing with somebody and you want people to come and find out who you beefing with. You're gonna beef by your damn self because you're starting to look crazy. Okay, because my mother always said a person can't argue by themselves. You don't give a person that attention back, then they wind up looking like a damn fool. you
Right.
know so, but that's the kind of games that they play. Everybody wants some kind of acknowledgement from somebody that's sitting at home on the damn computer all day and probably brought half their subscribers by the views because I look at the numbers. You know, if you put a video out and within 5 hours it only got 60 views, and then I come back 2 hours later and it's up to 1,500. I mean, 1,500 likes and views and all this stuff. You buying it?
Yeah.
You buying it? I mean, so uh, if that's what you need to do to feed your family or feed yourself, fine. But leave people alone.
Right. And I think that's just the issue, that people don't know how to leave other people alone. What I've noticed is I hear quite a few people say, well, I want justice for this person and that person, but they have the same type of mentality as the people that's out here committing genocide.
Yep.
If you think you're going to be great and I can't be a part of it, then what we're going to do is we're going to try to harass you. You have vloggers that have actually tried to put hit on other vloggers. This ain't nothing that I just thought of. It is factual truth that I've had to actually send to the investigator that is on my case to show how dangerous and sick these people are. They work with record labels, number one. A lot of people don't even know that, to try and change narratives, to try to make these labels look good. I don't care that a lot of them don't even care for these artists. As a matter of fact, they consider them the op, their op, or whatever that is that they call themselves advocating for. What's going on, Cypress?
Oh Lord.
What's going on, love? How y'all doing?
Ooh, Cypress, you up before noon? Lord have mercy, it's really gonna thunderstorm.
I know, right? I was just saying the same thing.
Hey Cypress,
What's good?
why does it always sound like you just finished eating a honey bun when you get online?
I don't know, man. I guess because I'm country. I don't know.
Man, yeah, man. What
Can
what,
I
what
address two things real quick, guys, and then I'm gonna hop down and let Cypress and Steven have the floor.
No, you're gonna let
Uh,
Cypress have the floor.
um, Dolph was not kidnapped. Y'all need to stay off these people's narratives.
Yeah.
Dolph was not kidnapped. I'm gonna say that. And then Cecilia, she said the media in a whole is cutthroat. But Cecilia, these clowns on YouTube, a lot of them are not media people. These are crackheads, meth heads, alcoholics, ex-cons, perverts, stalkers, mentally ill people. So I don't call these people the media. Everybody, and half of them are illiterate. Okay,
Clout chasers.
so I don't consider them the media. But Cecilia, you're right. The media as a whole is cutthroat. But these fools on YouTube, half of them are not the media.
And
They're
they
a
put them
bunch of
on YouTube.
losers.
Somebody put them on YouTube because they was doing any and everything in the street, and so
Yep.
they put them on YouTube to try and control what to do any and everything to try and control vloggers that they cannot control.
Yeah. Okay, loves. I'm gonna hop down because I want to listen to you guys, and then I want to go down here and moderate for these crazy comments about Dolphins kidnapped because that's a damn lie. I
Yeah.
love
Okay.
y'all, and I'll be in the chat listening.
Hey, we're gonna
Okay.
send Cypress to you in a minute.
No, y'all keep my man up there because he's speaking
No,
for me.
no, he ain't. All right, so CMG mod, that's what I'm gonna start calling you.
Coco says Black Youngster is quiet. It's funny how all of a sudden he talking about being independent, but was dissing Dolph about being independent.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, but see, Black Youngster is he talking about being independent, but he's contractually signed to CMG.
Yeah, he is. He's contractually signed to CMG. Oh Lord have mercy. Hold on, y'all.
All right.
Hello.
What's going on, y'all? I think the estate should sue Fox 13 News, in my opinion.
I think they'll somebody from Pre probably reached out to him, and I don't even I'm not even mad. So if they sue him, so be it. You shouldn't have said it. You shouldn't have said
Right. Because you can't take it back because it went viral. Like,
it. I think Paper Route should sue you too, Cypress.
why?
all the. First of all, we know you CMG. Second of all, the lies you done told on them. We can go back to all these lives, and you just right there. So yeah, you gotta catch that lawsuit, buddy.
Okay, y'all hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Okay.
Yep.
I see almost 400 in 358 people in here. We only have 240 likes. So you guys run the likes up. That's what helps to put the video in the algorithm. So I'm gonna ask you this, Cypress. I'm gonna ask you this. Cypress, I'm gonna ask you first. So what do you think is gonna happen next?
And to be honest, I'm gonna keep it real. Because the lady from Fox 13 recklessly did what she did, it's gonna be a whole lot of killing. Whole lot of killing and body drop. She should have knew better than do that.
Thank you, Tanya, for the cash app. Yes, she knew better than to do that, and it seemed like to me she did it on purpose because she was a matter of factly as she was doing it. A person that does that that was on purpose.
Yep.
That had an agenda behind it. What you think, Steven?
Well, I don't think Cypress is too far off. I'm hoping that this weekend is safe. I think that it's hard to say, man. I'm thinking an arrest is gonna be made soon. Another arrest is gonna be made soon. I could see by later on today. I don't know who, but I'm thinking it's something pertaining to this case. Overall, there's going to be an arrest made, or we're going to hear some information about somebody already involved in it, and that's what I really think. That will be something like it could be a small time guy, but too many people are being quiet for there to not be any smoke. People gonna be out the country all they want to, but I think an arrest is gonna be made, maybe by 3 or 4. Might be wrong, but I think there will be one.
Yeah. You don't being a part of a news case, you don't do reckless stuff like that, bro. Like you're supposed to be more professional than that and do that. Even if you feel like it's right, you don't do that. You put a
You're
lot
right,
of people.
Devin. It's like you're right, Devin. I agree with you 100%. Devin says, "When did the state start all this OR stuff? That's the ROR, I believe he's talking about." He said, "Every time I went, I had to pay or I stay. It's like the state want them young dudes to kill off. This is crazy these days." He said, "That's absolutely true. That's what they want. That they're into the funeral business and if they don't kill off each other, they want somebody that has a family that love them to go do life so that they know that their family is going to try and pay for the phone and get them commissary, put money on their books and all of that. They don't want just any old bum off of the street to be in the private prisons who don't have a family. They'd rather for them to stay out there and continuously do crime because they ain't got no money to pay for being in jail."
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
That's the cycle of it, man. That's especially certain like, and would it be in Juneteenth weekend? I this I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of odd to. I mean, I'm trying to understand how Teasy had friend. Didn't he have a friend die the day before him or something like that?
Yep.
They said it's been. Then they say it was 2 to go.
Yeah, one when they throw him and one when May 1st.
June 1st or something like that.
Yeah.
See, that's not a coincidence, man. Like, I mean, were they Trulla Mafia? Does anybody know if they were Trulla Mafia or just his friends?
I think one of them might have some Trulla ties. I don't know about both of them.
And nobody said anything. Nobody, no rest in peace, no nothing other than T.
They've been trolling the hell out of dude, man.
See,
and it's funny that it seems everybody that was out of town when that happened to young Dolph, their whole family is out of town now.
Yeah.
Juke just left what yesterday.
Like the feds are stupid. Like the feds are gonna be like, well, the feds are not stupid, man. They didn't get to where they are by being stupid. They don't believe in coincidences either. Like you can be out of town all you want to. Like people got phones, people can be on social. Oh Lord, I don't understand it, man. This Rico gonna be something. It's gonna be nasty, man. It's gonna be nasty when it finally hits. And man,
I think they having Teasy candlelight tonight.
Yeah, they are. They're having a candlelight over on Bunton Street.
Y'all know it's gonna be breaking news, right?
I wouldn't go out there. If I wouldn't go out there, I wouldn't, because you just never know. If they have a shooting at a party, of course at a candlelight, you just never know. So I wouldn't go out there.
They having it right where he got kissed up in that area. But I think them young niggas probably gonna spin the block. I'm looking forward to it.
You looking forward to them spinning the Cypress? Why Cypress?
Because it's Memphis, man.
That all right, man. I ain't even got it in to argue at this point. You don't look okay.
What?
Nothing.
Go ahead, man.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
What you say, Cypress? You think they're gonna spin the block?
Yeah.
He said he's looking forward to them spinning the block. I don't know why you looking forward to that. That's more death.
It's Memphis. You know what's going to happen. It's coming.
Cypress, I'm in Birmingham, but if people get killed here too, a lot. I'm not looking forward to it.
Magnane May says might run in at the funeral and take his whole casket. I hope they don't be that sick. I mean, I think it's a shame. People are waiting until folks get, but I'm sure that it's going to be a heavy police presence out there. And because we know the feds have already been laying their eyes on these people having meetings and things of that nature, I'm sure they're going to be out there too.
But T, based on what something D-Moss said earlier, just your personal opinion, and I don't want to talk emotionally. Do you think that the feds could move quicker? Like honestly,
they could, but I think if they felt like they had everything that they needed to ensure that everybody that they had got life, I think that they would. But we know how the feds move. They don't move until they know that there are no cracks and holes and nobody can get out of anything. I think it's unfortunate, especially in this situation, because it's such an urgency. But I mean, people have been. I think a lot of the people. I think Teasy played a key part in what happened, which is it's still not going to change nothing.
You're right.
It's not going to change anything. With the only thing that they've done is they've ensured. I'm talking about the people that did this to Teasy, because I don't believe PRE was involved. In my opinion, I don't believe that they were involved. But I believe that they took out somebody that they felt was a witness. I don't believe that Young Dolph's artists would take out a witness. Yeah. Somebody that had turned, that could have possibly turned state.
I agree.
What was you ready to say, Cypress? What's your opinion on that?
What? Who did it?
Yeah, who do you think did it, in your opinion?
I gotta keep it real. Like, when you got enemies like that from different, it ain't no telling. When you got enemies like that really don't like you, want to see you dead, it ain't no telling.
But don't you find it weird that he was able to sit out there in a car in a hood that he hung in? Weren't they supposed to been walked up to that car?
There's somebody that know, like there's somebody that know, and they just wanted that nigga dead, and they didn't care. People in the neighborhood obviously knew, and they didn't care.
You're right. You might be right. So now, wow, I can't believe I said that. But yeah, you might be right, Cypress. I just had to catch myself. T, like, what did I say? What did I say?
9 times out of 10, when murders happen like that, especially here that I know, that here in Memphis, people know your car. They know when you coming through like that. They know. They just don't like you enough to even care. They don't care if the police tell you. The police didn't care if they found this body because If they did, they would have found him before the day after he got shot. They don't care. They want all them niggas to kill each other. They don't care.
Are there any cameras in that neighborhood or near the
Yeah,
neighborhood?
yeah, they got Sky Cop cam right over there for the couple of stores over there toward their way.
So all they gotta do is get like ping a phone. Whoever was
Yeah,
there at that time, they can just ping. Like these guys really aren't that smart. You see what I'm saying? These guys can't be that smart. Like, oh Lord. Every time I think about this, my head starts to hurt. Like these are the dumbest people, man. Like, but whoever did it, I'm pretty sure they'll figure it out. But once they figure out it's a war from within, then it's all gonna crumble. Like T, and I go back to, I find myself saying this a lot, but T be right about a lot of this stuff. Like it's just they're gonna eventually go to war with each other. Like Paper Rock, all they gotta do is sit back and just watch it unfold. They go to war with each other. Heavy Camp added with Bread Gang, and eventually CMG and Bread Gang. I mean, they already got some stuff going on, and Finesse 2 times. You never know what he's gonna do. So they just go. I would just watch the implosion. That's what I would do because it's coming, no matter what. They can't get around it.
yeah, it has to come, man. When you do dirt, it all come back and fold, man. It come back.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm waiting for the 13th and the 14th. Straight Drop. I think Straight Drop is probably gonna have a change of heart by then. I hope he does, and tell what he knows. They probably don't need it, but if there's something they haven't tied up, I hope Straight. That's why I think they pushed it back too. Like give Straight Drop some time to reconsider. Because when
Yeah,
you're
and you know what? When those little dudes start to realize who was really behind,
yeah,
whoever did this to Teasy, I think a lot of them are gonna have a change of heart.
I do too. I do too. I do too. Do you think TZ might have been bait though for them letting him out? Because he really shouldn't have been out. T. There's no way he should have been out there.
No, he shouldn't have. He should not have been out. Teasy with the charges that Teasy had, he was supposed to still be in jail. I don't know. I don't know.
Them getting
Because
caught with
they'll tell you even if you're in up under custody or whatever, they'll tell you, especially if you have free reign to go places, you need to stay out of this and that,
Right.
because they're not watching you 24/7.
right.
Look at what Shondell did and when he got himself tied up in some stuff. I don't think he's gonna do it no more.
I think I personally think they got Sundell on some type of somebody watching them. I'll say that much. I believe that.
Yeah. Well,
Thank you, Miss Diane.
Chandel is well protected, bro.
Yeah, Diane. I tell I mean, if I'm on people's pages, I put Real Talk with Tamara. I shout her out all the time. I'll add it too. I don't know if she sees it, but you're right. She's the only one that really makes sense because she don't just make stuff up for likes. She can admit when she's wrong or she'll say I don't know. So I agree with you.
New to you says they want them to unalive each other. It's obvious. Oh, absolutely.
T, have you noticed? It's not. I mean, somebody brought this up, and I'm not sure if you know much about this, but the Simmons family is supposed to be in connection with this really good lawyer in New York. And one blogger said that he thinks that even after all this time of Yo Gotti trying to get with Angela and her saying no, that he's using her as a pawn in the event that he has to go to court, and he can use this lawyer instead of Art Horn because I don't think he has a chance against the feds. It's supposed to be some big time lawyer in New York. I don't know what his name is, but that's why he got with her, and like that's what they think.
I don't know. It could be true, but Art Horn is pretty good, but Art Horn is not a high price. He's not. His prices might be high, but he's not a high powered attorney.
Right.
Okay. Does he have a team or is it just him?
He got a team.
He's got a team. Now he once worked with that lawyer. What's his name? Because it used to be Horn and Wales, right? I think Wales was really good, and Art does pretty good. But I've never known them to consider him a high-powered attorney. Now I guess he does some entertainment law. He has always affiliated himself, which is a good business deal, I guess. A good business move with celebrities, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure he knows about the entertainment laws and things of that nature. I've seen when I was working at 201 Poplar, I used to see him down there all the time. So he has done some criminal law. But and I'm sure he still does criminal law and accidents and stuff like that. But as far as being high powered, you hear attorneys like Steve Faris, Leslie Ballin. What's that attorney's name that Govan had? What's his name? The one he got rid of.
I can't think of his name right now, but yeah, I know who you're talking about.
People like him. People like them.
Okay. So he's not like the guy you brought up Saturday, the white guy who represented what do you call the Memphis 3 or something like that?
Yeah,
Massey. His name Massey.
Yeah, Massey. Yeah, they got that that lawyer that I had up the other day. They got that Mary Winkler lady out too. Him and Steve Fariso. I mean, those are high powered attorneys. They're considered real high powered attorneys.
That's the lady got her husband in the back, right?
Yeah.
And some of the yeah.
Oh, he got her off?
Yeah, he got off.
Yeah, she shot her husband in the back while he was in sleep.
In the back? That's indefensible though. I mean, when you shoot them in the back, you can't shoot nobody in the back when they are what?
That role of abused and battered wife.
Well, when you got the complexion for the connection, you can do it, brother.
I hear that.
When you got the complexion for the connection, you will go home free.
They said Scott Hall. Is Scott Hall an attorney? I never heard of him.
Yeah, he's good. He's a decent attorney.
Now when y'all start seeing those attorneys in court, now Gotti might be able to hire them, but it'll take him to hire all of them together to work together. And he, like the Thug, I see why Thug money running out. Because Thug, y'all see the team that Thug got. It takes up one side of the whole courtroom all the way back to the back. He got all them lawyers and researchers and their assistants and stuff. That man paying out a whole lot of money. So I see why they're saying his money is low. That's what's gonna happen in this case.
Yeah, they gonna wait till his money run out and give him 100 years.
But YSL, they did it to themselves. Like they were committing crimes and they got all that. Ain't no, he might as well just go on and be like, man, I plead, just pleading, just ask for mercy or something, because he ain't no way he getting out of this.
He probably should have cut a deal because everybody turned state on him. Everybody gonna turn state.
Cornelius has he's not real high power, but he's kind of high power. That attorney that Cornelius has.
Cornelius is through though. His lawyer. I think some of these guys' lawyers are going to try to get them they're going to give them time, but they probably going to try to get them the least amount of time possible. Ain't nobody getting off of this. Even Jamarcus, he ain't gonna see no time. Govan, what you think about Govan? You think he gonna see some time? Because I don't think so.
I don't know.
He might get a 10-piece out of the whole thing because of his charges. He ain't just gonna be able to walk free because because he's labeled as the mastermind behind. The media ain't gonna let that. I don't know how that's gonna play out, but I don't think they're gonna let that go because he do got a criminal history. I think he might see 10 out of this. He gonna see some time out of this. He might get 10 to the most. I'm surprised that nobody pushed his brains back yet.
You think they looking for him?
You know how these Memphis streets is. They ain't sure quick.
Cypress, I ain't never heard nobody say that.
Well, it's time for everything.
But you older than 37. I don't care what you say, man. You pushing 50, man.
I hope I see 50.
Indeed, that's why he in there hollering. William Massey, William Massey is good. William Massey is a real. the reason William Massey has that's the reason why I know they was setting Quet up. William Massey had made his career. He plays real dirty. You know, I was hey, but he has a close affiliation with R. Horn. So, you know, we know what that was about. That was not going to benefit Quet. I think Quet been in the system long enough to know that they was setting him up.
Think so?
Yeah, that's why he got the talking.
Man, well, it is what it is. I'm glad Quet is up, man. He goes back to court in is it July or August?
July.
I believe July.
Yeah, at this point, all of them got to talk. All of them just try to get his. I mean, they're not ever getting out. But Straight Drop and Cornelius better just say something. They got to say Cornelius might not, based on what you said, T. But Straight Drop, he has no incentive to be loyal anymore. He's got no money, no friends. Nobody seems to care. He just in the hole, just probably like the Joker on Batman, just bouncing off walls, laughing for no reason.
Let me see if he's in the hole. They might be moved into. If he on the second floor, that means he's on suicide watch. Let me see.
Boy, life can turn around so quick.
Yep. You went from making all them broken promises they made. Now look at you.
Like, I don't understand how they let these niggas lead them out the road and leave them hanging, bro. Like,
yeah, out there, his arm is probably tingling. I go bust in my arm. My arm tingling.
I ain't never seen a nigga get a bond money and arm tingle.
Yeah, man.
No, he's still in the hole.
Oh, is he? Yeah. That dude, man, 24 years old.
I wonder, do he know that his right hand dead?
Oh, he knows. He knows he's dead. Somebody probably did. They tell him everything else in there. I want to feel bad for these dudes, but they didn't. Memphis they really hurt the city of Memphis by doing this, and it was just the foundation of. I want to feel. I mean, losing a life is one thing. I feel bad that people die, but man, you reap like you do reap what you sow. Like God is not to be mocked. You don't play with God, and they play with God, and so they trying to play God, and he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna show you who I am, and it's hard to feel sorry for him because it's like, man, why'd you have to do this?
You can't, bro, because if you live back, you gotta be ready to die back.
I thought about that due to you. It ain't nothing in the hole, so they can leave him in there because what they basically be trying to do is get them to a cell that has nothing in it where they can't hang themselves and things of that nature. So, I mean, so he is in the hole. It ain't nothing up in there but the wall.
But you can fracture your skull though, or you can hurt yourself doing that.
McName says he had 100K on his head. All I'ma say.
Who had 100? Oh, Teasy.
Who you talk about, McName? You talk about Teasy?
Damn, somebody collected 100K.
Yeah, he said Teasy. Wow.
Somebody gonna have to throw out 150 collectively.
See, money like that, that's only coming from one play. Like, I mean, them Trulla Mafia boys ain't got money like that. That stuff is crazy.
At DK Daddy Kamisha text message being posted all on social media. How would anybody get Kamisha's text messages? I wonder how would anybody get Kamisha's text messages if they have either their hackers got it or it's altered.
I wouldn't be shocked if somebody just she sent it out because you send a text message out. Somebody just posted like it. I wouldn't be surprised because they dumb and you can't expect them to be smart now.
Well, you're right. That's true. They think they be proving a point when they post stuff down.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they used to do a lot of reckless. You can't feel bad like y'all left a lot of stuff behind, bro. You can't wonder why you going to jail when y'all then kept the car, kept the guns, My brother, like you can't. It ain't no.
Hey, T, was Dolph paying people's rent up there? Somebody said he was paying people's rent.
People was talking about how Dolph had helped a lot of people. Dolph said himself that he didn't care anything about money. Yeah, 100K is a known hit price as well.
Yeah, sometimes it starts at 100K, depending on the I guess the relevancy of the individual. Yeah. So Teasy must have somebody really wanted him gone.
Yeah, a lot of people he had a lot of enemies, bro. So they really can't tell which. Cause see, they just put it. I'm thinking they just threw that on pre because they. I,
Those are dogs off the scent. Yeah, just try to get some attention on them. Okay.
right, and then they shot the video, which I watched the music video. I liked it. And Kenny Money was live last night on Instagram. He was like, he can't believe that they would do shit like that, and because they done bought bikes and did shit. See, that's the point, man.
But see,
Yeah,
it's crazy how they defended themselves, but nobody from CMG said anything about TG. But Paper Rock got to come out and say it wasn't us. Like they shouldn't even have to come out and say anything. Paper Rock, why should you have to?
I think the reason why he came out because they really pissed off because the news did that, and I don't blame him. I would be too, bro. But like he came out, he was like, "Man, we'll rap like we don't know shit like that. We doing news."
Yeah.
And I feel him. He said, "Man, we done did stuff for the community, for the city, and did stuff and rolled and then that should be a lesson. Y'all niggas with money need to quit doing shit."
Long live Young Dolph, the paper route boss. I like Co-Figure came up with that slogan, and it's just catchy. Long live Young Dolph, the paper route boss. I
Oh,
like.
Yeah, I like his new video. He went after old girl Lakia Scott. I ain't seen it yet, but he went after her for hard, as he should have.
cause she wrong, bro.
Yeah, I think she had an agenda because you don't just like even Jeremy Pierre when nobody from Memphis, no, like bloggers ain't even saying that. So for you to say that, something ain't right. Something ain't right.
Even if you think that, you don't put that in out there like that. You put a whole lot of people at risk.
And that's funny coming from you, Cypress.
Well, she did. She put a lot of people at risk. I can't believe that lady stood on her soapbox and did that. And like I said, she did it matter of factly, very aggressively, almost like there was an agenda behind it.
Yeah, they knew exactly because he said my sources said it was pre dog gang pre, and I'm just sitting there and I'm like, what?
Well, she did try to clean it up. Like I know she said. She said. Now, because I watched it. She said I can't confirm that, but the fact that you said it in the first place, you shouldn't even have to have said the rest of that. You shouldn't even said it.
Now these people gonna take what you said and run with it because it was about.
I'm just gonna wait for later on, and I want to hear how many people listen to Tam's live today, and just try to regurgitate the same information. That's gonna be crazy.
It's coming. Give it about
About
12
about one
o'clock.
o'clock. About 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Yeah.
Yeah, about 12:30, 1 o'clock. Everybody got some news to come out and say.
Yeah.
I be hating it. Like, bro, go create your own content, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. They ain't got none. I mean, they have none.
They finna start popping, like you said. It's coming. I'm waiting on to see what the accounting like gonna do, man. I think.
Y'all get them likes up though while you're in here.
Yeah, y'all
The
need
least you can do is get the likes up.
Y'all
Y'all
run
niggas.
the likes up. It's 370 people in here. At some point, it was 400. Hit the like button and hit the subscription button. Like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you can hit the cash app. But hit the subscription button. But definitely run the likes up. Run the likes all the way up. Okay, run the likes all the way up.
Please don't bring no kids out there to that kind of life, man.
Well, I'm sure it's going to be heavily secured. I hope. Anyways, the police and stuff is going to be out there. We know the Fed's going to be out there, even if because they blends in. But I'm sure the police will be out there too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hold on.
How many times did they shoot him?
Oh wow. How many times? I don't know. How many times was he? Does anybody know? Because nobody has told me how many times he was hit.
The word is that it was. I think it was over 25 shots, but I don't think he got hit 25 times, but it was a lot. That's what I've gotten from other places. But yeah, I know it was at least 25 shots that rang out.
Demon says they said he was hit multiple times.
Yeah, I don't know the exact number,
Damn.
but he was
I
good and
was
big.
reading it somewhere. I don't know how true it is. They were saying that he got hit and he tried to pull off and run or something, and he ran into a ditch. Did his car look like it was in a ditch? Because they said his car was in the back of a church, right?
Right. Well, it
Man, it
was
was.
from looking at the crime scene when they told the truck, it was dented up pretty bad.
Yeah, somebody from the inside did. They had to know. Somebody from the inside did that. It's
Somebody
no way.
somebody from the inside called him over there, and he was comfortable with them.
Right.
I think
Who I was gonna say who called him over there? At least whoever called him over there should have been looking to see.
And if they call, all they gotta do is get unless they can get the phone records anyway, so they'll get the number. Like that's what I'm saying. These dudes do the dumbest things.
I'm thinking it was somebody from Trulla called him over there, and he was comfortable with it. And he went over there, and they laid him down.
Always Bliss said he ran 17 feet. He may have, I don't know, but I mean, to find him like that, I don't even know what time he got shot, but somebody saw that body. Somebody had to have seen it. They just left him there. That's nuts, man. But he wasn't he in that video, but wasn't he well never mind. Never mind. It don't even matter.
The video of what?
No, never mind. It don't matter.
Mm. Let me see.
I wonder if Key Glock feels because didn't Key Glock introduce Dolph to straight dropping them? Didn't he run with Trulla Mafia one time? Or am
Yeah.
I mistaken?
I was
No,
playing with Trulla Mafia too. They were all very cool. I was looking at as a matter of fact, it's weird you said that because I was looking at for some reason when I was on Instagram last night, the young man Jay, I believe it was is his name. I believe it was Jay Money, the darker complected one. It popped up, and so I went to his page and I was looking at video of him. He was at one time on tour with Young Dolph because he was advertising it. This was like back in 2015, 2016, and it was him and Key Glock and some more that was on tour with Dolph. So
Yep.
they all were cool with each other, right? So they all were cool with each other because if you listen to Rest in Peace Young Dolph, he said at some point it was supposed to be Trulla Mafia was supposed to because I think J Money was trying to or wanted to rap too. They were supposed to do some type of joint business deal or something like that. So Dolph was messing with them really tough, and so at some point some things went awry because Rest in Peace Young Dolph even put in here. He said that Young Dolph started to feel like his locations and stuff was getting dropped too much, and he
Right.
started to clean house, and he started seeing that a lot of the people that was dealing with him was dealing with CMG too much. People can say what they want to about Key Glock, but I've never seen Key Glock dealing with True. I mean, dealing with CMG like that, right? Young Doc was cool with them at one point, but that went awry too, and people forget that people can be cool. There have been people that I've been cool with, and then it just the relationship went awry. I don't fool with them like that,
Right.
and that is exactly what happened. I believe Key Glock stuck it out with Dolph. His loyalty was to Dolph, because even when Jay Money was killed, I was reading in the comments, like right after he was killed, there was still really no bad blood like that, because people was posting. Even Key Glock had posted, "Dog man, you know, I'm thinking about you," and stuff like that. Those people were cool with each other.
Right. Somebody got in their head. Yeah, I even saw a picture because I went to Kamisha's old page this morning, and after Dolph died, she had nice things to say about Dolph. She was like, my son is with Dolph now. They repping something, and it was a few days after Dolph had passed, and I don't know what happened since then. I have no idea. Why the vitriol. I just don't know.
Somebody got paid.
Listen, they said when these heads and rappers go out of town, the city's still in rotation. That's when it really get in rotation, when folks go out the country and out of town.
Yep, absolutely. They know the backlash is coming, and that's why I'm always so amazed to hear people still rock with CMG, but not as many people rock with them as people think. Like that's why they moved out of Memphis. That's what I mean, and they get the people. Some of the people that like Glorillaz and whomever, they'll get them who are popping, but they can only pop for so long. God ain't putting out music. Moneybag, his album didn't go #1, thank God, because I don't want to see Ari's OnlyFans, no way. It's just they ain't really getting love like that. But I find it interesting that they continuously get people to do that dirty work, all while thinking that they can just skate and it's just a whole bad situation. I really don't like this, man. I feel the worst for the Thorntons, and I feel the worst for Mia and those kids, man, because Dolph was really just trying to make it better for a lot of people, and the mindset he had is completely opposite of what God in them have. They just want to bring death and destruction and dishonor and nothing else. And while they sit back and just look at the aftermath, like you can't be the king of nothing. You can't be the king of rubble. And that's what they want. They want to be known as the kings or the emperors of rubble. So if you destroy your own empire, then what's left? Who's left to rule over? You get what I'm saying? The people of Memphis got to see this. They got to eventually get to the point where they say, this dude is not any good for us. But here we are.
Well, I've been saying that these guys were just like this. They gonna sit back and let these niggas body explode. They don't give a damn.
When you said that,
Dolph started making enemies when he started making his started changing his social circle.
Yep.
People get mad at you when you start cutting them off, but with Dolph being shot at, with things happening to him, things that we don't even know about, I'm sure that man was sitting back thinking about this could only come from the inside. I don't know who it is, but I'm getting ready to cut off a lot of people. Anybody would do it.
Yep. You got to, because money don't change you. Money changes the people around you. It just does. And people got jealous. They got real. I mean, and Dolph, even with that, there's probably still some people in the circle he couldn't trust. But he just loves people so much. It was his T. I'm not sure if you saw this. The guy who did his cars, who rapped this white guy. He said he did a video about him and Dolph, and y'all can go look at this on YouTube. He said right before he wrapped Dolph's cars, they got into a real bad argument. Like Dolph came to the shop, and it was something they didn't like, and he said him and Dolph just cussing at each other, arguing at each other for like 5-10 minutes straight. Dolph called him all kind of MFs, and he was calling Dolph all kind of MFs, and Dolph came. He stormed out. Hold on,
y'all. If y'all get a message saying that YouTube has crashed, don't click on nothing. Turn your phone off and turn it back on. They're trying to use their hackers to get into your phones. Okay, somebody is on a meth rage and they gone crazy. I'd be so glad when the bloggers that's being funded by some of these record labels. I'd be so glad when the funders go to jail. Okay, because they ain't gonna have shit. So just turn your phone off and turn it back on. Don't click on nothing. As a matter of fact, if you done clicked on something, reset your whole phone, kick everything out.
Yeah, so what Dolph, the guy said they were arguing, and Dolph kind of stormed out.
They got folks hacking into phones. I know that for a fact. They got folks hacking into phones, listening to your conversation.
And he said the very next morning, about 8 o'clock, he turned over and he looked at his phone. It was Dolph. And he said he answered the phone, and Dolph said, "What we getting into today?" And he was like, "Man," he's like, "I told you I want to talk to you," but he was that was just his point. Like Dolph, when he loved you, he loved you. Like you had to do something real crazy to get out of the circle, and that's just who he was. And I love that story of how Dolph was. He had a huge heart, and he really cared about people. And some people put you in a position to where you can care for them, but you got to do it from a distance. And for whatever reason, these guys up there just they didn't. I don't think they hated Dolph. I think they were persuaded to hate Dolph by somebody who hated Dolph. And now look at them. So that's weird to me.
And then they got left hanging in the heat.
But he didn't want to leave him behind though. He tried. Like something, you can want something for somebody more than they want it for themselves. And sometimes you just got to be like, you know what, it ain't gonna work. And that's what he did. The people that got close to him, you see what they are now. And the people that drifted away from him, look, you see what they are now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I wasn't talking about Dolph left them hanging, but the niggas who persuaded these niggas to go against the grain left these niggas hanging in the end and let bodies drop it in. Man, and these niggas that ain't have enough.
Yeah, if y'all clicked on anything, what y'all could do is save all your pictures, transfer your pictures or whatever to your iCloud or whatever, and clean everything off of your phone. That'll get that virus off. Save your pictures and your contacts, and get everything off of your phone. Call your phone company too. These folks sick.
And that's the same. They got to go to these links to mess you over. See, that's crazy. Wow.
And these niggas ain't said a rest in peace or long live nothing.
Hold up. T, they really doing you like that?
Yeah, they doing it. They doing it. I'm telling you, they doing it. They is doing it. They hacking into your Wi-Fi and everything. They got your information. They got folks that sell your information. And I had somebody trying to, it's a whole lot of shit that's going on. That's the reason why it's funny to me when they get on here and say, how many times you said somebody was going to be arrested and they haven't? And I go, you just wait, you motherfucker, because it's coming.
That's what I came here for. I knew it.
She's trying to spare him. Like you really trying to spare him.
I ain't trying to spare him no more. These folks have violated. These men are pedophiles. That's the reason why they constantly come at women. They're sexy. They're I'm telling you, they're sick.
Wow. I didn't know it was that deep. I knew it was
I've been
deep.
trying to spare them for a while now. I just haven't been saying anything. But I got peace about it. You better believe that.
I hear that.
Y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Y'all make sure y'all reset them phones too and get them freaks off of there. Make sure you put your grandkids' pictures in a vault and stuff, because they sell your grandkids' pictures to the black market, because there are a lot of pedophiles on the black market that pay a certain amount of money for a baby's picture. Y'all know what they do with the pictures, right? When they look at the pictures, what pedophiles do. And you got women that are on these channels following these folks. You got women that's actually helping them to hack.
Hey, Alex, Windy City, you might. So I don't really know about that, but if Pre knew somebody was gonna set him up, it's not Pre's job to let him know that. They probably wouldn't take a call from Pre anyway, so that's not on Pre. You get what I'm saying? Whether I can know something, it ain't my now. Yeah, it's not my responsibility to tell them, but I don't think that's true either. I don't know who Alex Windy City Chill is. Oh, Shy, Windy City Shy. My bad.
Yeah.
That ain't. Yeah, Alex, we kind of pro Dolph over here. Not to say that people can't give their opinion, but that's more of an assumption than anything. What you're saying, bro. Like people in Memphis feel that way. That's what they wanted. People in Memphis to feel that way.
Yeah, it's purposely done. They know what they're doing.
Yeah. They keeping record of IP address. Yeah. T don't be playing around, y'all. I'm pretty sure people would learn that by now, but oh well.
Some people gonna learn the hard way.
Yeah, you don't have to. There's an easy way and a hard way. There really is. Okay, she has been blocked. All right, Joy. Oh, it's the she. Okay. Well, it was a she.
What happened? Somebody said something.
Yeah, Alex. She said she felt like Pre was involved, or if they weren't involved, they knew about it and they didn't say anything. And I'm like, oh, why is it their responsibility to say anything?
Well, that'll get you blocked unless you're Cypress Teasy.
Whatever.
Yeah, because T should have blocked you a while ago, Cyrus. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Like, you should have
But
been blocked in
you
the
be no
springtime.
hater.
I ain't no hater. I'm a realist. But T got a T real nice. Yeah, well, you said you a Gemini, T?
I'm a Leo.
Oh, Leo. Well, the lines ain't nice, but it's all good.
Y'all get them likes up. We only need like 20 more likes. Y'all get the likes up. Get the likes up.
Yeah.
You can't come over here saying nothing bad
Yeah,
about
they
me.
want.
Over
Yeah,
here,
you
they
can't
on
come
me.
over here and push a narrative.
Yeah, they want quick.
With Cypress, Cypress don't. He come in here and he speak what he feel. I can't stop a person from doing that, but he don't get on here trying to push no narrative.
I mean, you sure, Miss T? We gonna agree to disagree? I just messing with you. We gonna agree to disagree on
I
that
never
one.
heard Cypress say, Dolph was kidnapped and he was killed and kidnapped and this and that. Hey, Cypress, he say now that he be gone. That's what he say, but I get confused about who he with.
Yeah, he different label every week.
No. Listen, I have to call a ball, and strike. Y'all like if I feel like these niggas on some bullshit, I'm gonna call and say these niggas on some bullshit. They just point blank plain and simple with me. And I don't care who if I make them niggas. I don't care if I make niggas mad. If I feel like niggas on some bullshit, I'm gonna say they on some bullshit. I don't
Hey
care.
T, they got a virus on you?
Yeah, they hacked my phone. Somehow they got into it. They did a blunt trauma. It was something that somebody was telling me because my phone's been. As a matter of fact, if they get your numbers and they work with somebody that's that work with these phone companies too, and it's a vlogger that's just comfortable in it because he pathetic. Okay, but he is going to jail. Okay, they still got a virus on one of my phones, but we just let it stay on there because I'm cool with that. Because everything comes to an end, right?
You right.
You sure right about that one.
I ain't cool with it, but you have to do what's necessary to get what's necessary. You got to be a mother. Don't get me started because I'll get mad. And I get thinking about how these bitches have violated, but they've been doing this for a while. That's why I say they sick.
Yeah, we're gonna get them to the
one of the investigators on the case said these vloggers is working with there's some money behind these vloggers, but they can go on. You have folks that's posted up on Facebook and on Fiverr and all of these different from all these other countries. They'll do it for a little bit of nothing, but yeah, they do have money behind them. But if they think they ain't being investigated, keep letting that meth think you untouchable. A motherfucking investigator said this bitch gonna sit up and talk about they better than the CIA. We gonna get his ass.
Good luck with that one, bro. I'm not sure better than the CIA.
Yeah. I ain't never heard Tamara like prevent herself from cussing, so that's progress.
That's what I like about it.
Said you mother. Ooh, let me stop. What she said.
Let it all down. It's on the tip of the tongue.
I'm telling you, cuckabug head.
I hear that. No, Shelvin is cuckabug. Cuckabug
head.
Not cuckabug. And they got them in the South, man. I'm man.
One blogger said was watching him live when he got hit. Lord have mercy. And people believe it.
Yeah.
They said, "Oh Lord, I don't even want to know who said these folks say." These folks will say anything.
Man, Sko had to call out one of them cats yesterday, man. It was so funny. He was like, "Man, I watch your live, man. Man, your captions be wrong. So I know I ain't gonna let you come on here live." But he was like, "I rock with you though. If you want to make money, fine." But Sko called him out. Sko told this dude up. I was laughing so hard, man. I was in Walmart, cracking up. A lot of these bloggers just say stuff. I don't know why they lie. They don't even have to.
Coco said these vloggers can get your information when you send super chats cash apps, etc. They can hack your info. Be mindful of that. Okay, y'all be mindful of that.
Yep.
Yes, Emerald. Yes, Emerald. That's my favorite part, love.
Some of these vloggers, somebody was telling me that some of these vloggers know how to what they do is a way to get your information is they will send you, and to hack your stuff, they'll send you a cash app and then turn around and send you an email and stuff or something and say, oh, I made a mistake and sent that to you. That's a way to hack. And some of them were saying they're so savvy, they was giving classes on how you can hack into, get into somebody's cash app. And or something other. If you got businesses, or if you want a refund or something, they know how to, instead of reversing it, they know how to take half of the money or something they was doing. But
they can request another withdrawal. They can. I've heard of that. So heck no. I'm the only people I send cash apps are you and Petty Talk. Nobody else. But some of them will get you. They will get you.
Yeah, they working it. As a matter of fact, you ain't even got to send the feds to their page, because when folks start working, when people start falling out, the folks that's telling you about what they doing have already sent the feds to them. I can't tell y'all how many emails that I've gotten of people who knew that I was being violated. Hell, I didn't know folks was on here doing this. And was saying, that's the reason why I know it's a couple of vloggers down there in Texas doing it, as well as Atlanta. Okay, as well as in Missouri.
I think I know one in Atlanta.
Wow, Missouri. What Missouri?
It's somebody that works for Google at the South Carolina information branch, gonna be looking at getting another motherfucking job because the motherfucker gonna be in jail. That's all I'm gonna say.
Praise the Lord. I love this part of the show.
Shut up, Cypress. Yeah, Dennis, no, he ain't got them resources, bro. I can tell you that now. But it's all good. We ain't gonna start on him today.
Free Politics TV, what's up, bro?
Man,
make sure y'all get the likes up. But y'all, this is the type of stuff that they do because they work for these record companies, and this is their way of they try to, and I know the feds is more than likely on here. These vloggers work for these, but they've already gotten all kinds of reports and know what's going on. But I want the people to know they work for some of these record labels, these vloggers do, and this is what they do to try and incite fear. Okay.
And
some of them just mentally sick. They feel like, because you see other vloggers that put out you see vloggers in other sectors, because I'm not in no sector. They have cooking shows. You have Tasha K, you have Lovely T, and all of them. These are vloggers with a whole lot of subscribers, right? Whatever they talk about the same topics, but their take on different topics is different, right? So, but you don't see them doing what these vloggers are doing. Why y'all think that?
They're not. I mean, they have their audience. Their core audience is all over the place. They're entertainment. Your truth. There's a difference. Like you can tell a lie and be entertaining. You get what I'm saying? But you're telling nothing. But you have yours is entertaining too, but it's mostly truth, and it's pertaining to something that people want to talk about. Like nobody's moved on from this Dolph case. He's entertaining. Like they talk about fashion, they talk about politics, style, all this stuff. It changes by the second. Like Dolph is still gone. That's not gonna change. People want the truth from you, so they ain't gonna mess with those folks because they all over the place with everything, and it's just their opinions. You're mostly facts, if not all. Well, your facts. People like Cypress, they bring your credit score down with their opinion. So. I'll just mess with you. I'll just mess with you. But yeah, and they don't think they think you're gonna just let it slide. Well, we can go mess with her and pick with her. If they don't know by now, I mean, you're gonna find out. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, y'all. So they feel like because they have some of these record labels and some of these people that work with the record labels backing them. That's the reason why they're talking about. I got some money for an attorney.
Yeah.
folks ain't gonna mess with them, especially when they know how much they got on them.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely
Hey,
right.
who y'all think got? Hey, y'all, drop it in the chat. Who y'all think, man, got knocked off your boy Teasy, man? I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I almost believed the news lady at one point, and then I realized.
Oh man, here we go, y'all. Here go that part of the show. Here it come. I knew
I
it.
tell y'all, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I almost believe the news lady. Cause I don't know. And then I thought about it, I was like, this nigga got a lot of enemies, so ain't no telling where this possibly could have came.
T, I told you, I knew he couldn't do it. T, he couldn't go a whole segment without blaming Paper Route for something. He did.
I didn't blame him, bro. I said I almost believe the news. I didn't say
Moderators, mount up. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do, moderators. Because this dude, boy.
Levante says he thinks that Pre got the drop on him. I don't think so, Levante. Who would have given Pre the drop on him? Because it seems to me that if they got a drop on him being out there, he was out there with some more folks. How was he able to sit out there that long? If he sat out there that long, they're leading people to believe that nobody knew he was out there and he was out there by himself. And we know that that's not true.
No, that ain't true.
Yep. And ask yourself this. If Pre got the drop on, who from that side reached out to Pre? So it still goes back to it being an inside thing. You get what I'm saying? There's somebody from Trulla Mafia called Paper out. Hey man, y'all know he out here. Hold up, how you get what I'm saying?
Big 30.
Your big 30 out. Hey, yeah, big. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, Cypress, you know Big 30 down with Bread Gang and CMG. So since we all know it wasn't your favorite label, who was it, Cypress? Was it the Get Along Gang? Was it the Avengers?
Big 30 and allegedly, now that was internet talk, that Big 30 and Teasy had been into it at one time, and then they recently got back cool, but you know that's just on the internet.
Yeah, Big 30 got jizzle problems to worry about. I know that much. Big 30 really better keep his head on a swivel because
I don't know, y'all. But you know, but you gotta look at it from all sides. Like the nigga
here we go.
When it hit the fan, y'all gonna be like, damn. Now street politics out.
Come up, street politics. I want to hear what you got. Miss Kitty ain't here. You can come up. Cause Miss Kitty ain't here.
Do you want to come up?
Miss Kitty probably somewhere.
Oh, she rolling up somewhere. She rolling up and cut.
Miss Kitty was in here early this morning. I saw her.
Oh man, she good and hot now. She sleep.
Thank God I came in here afterward. Praise the Lord. God knew what he was doing. Amen.
Hey Dennis, no, CEO Jizzle, they still like CEO Jizzle, they ain't no was. Like if he see him, it's gonna be something. I'll tell you that. But yeah, come up, play it, Cole, because I'm tired of hearing Cypress.
Man, you know hearing Cypress is the favorite part of the show.
Oh man, please. You over there sounding. Yeah, you sound Cypress, you sound like Gary Coleman with a sandwich in his mouth. That's how you
But Dennis said he never heard Teasy and Big 30 was beefing. That's what I had read somewhere. But you know that don't it's not necessarily true. Remember they claimed that him and Big 30 was beefing about Straight Drop.
Yeah, I remember that. Into you now, Miss Kitty. Miss Kitty, boys, man. I was listening to one of them replays from the other day. Man, listen. If you get a word, let me stop because she'll hear this. Hey, Miss Kitty, how you doing? Yeah, we love you, Miss Kitty. It's all good over here. We landing the plane, Miss Kitty. We're gonna land the plane for you. Well, I'm playing Coed. He ain't coming up. Who else? Great Face. Has Great Face ever come up?
Great Face has never come up.
Yeah, y'all. I'd love to talk to y'all too. Great Face, come on up. Hit the link. She need to send a link again. Giselle was banned. Dang, what did she say? They got her quick. They got up out here quick. Golly.
Who?
Just somebody named Giselle Ramirez was banned and their comments were removed. I don't know what she said.
Well, she must say something she wasn't supposed to say.
Well, the moderators were on it, boy.
What I do now, Jordan, little guy? You were looking for something I said on the old post.
Everything, man. Yeah, you should have been blocked. Like you should. Cypress, I ain't gonna lie. You should have been blocked.
Why?
I mean, dog. We ain't even got time. Yeah, Coco. It was CEO Jizzle and Big 30. Yeah, they still like that. CEO Jizzle. It's a song. You go to his Instagram page. He makes his intentions known. What he gonna do to him? So I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope he don't do it, but something they don't like each other. I'll tell you that much.
What's the name of the song? I'm gonna go listen.
I don't know, bro. You go look. I don't know. I ain't telling you nothing, Cypress.
Cool.
You got Instagram, Cypress?
Yeah, got Instagram.
Put in CEO Jizzle, and it's a video with him and some other dude. It's like one of the second clip. So listen to what he says about Big 30.
Oh yeah, that's gonna get bad.
I hope not. I think even him. I think Paper Route has kind of kept him in. But I really think Grove Hero is doing a good job of talking to those guys and letting them know not to do anything stupid. And maybe Mia is talking to him too, and Daddy-O. I don't know.
Bro, where you at, bro?
I'm trying to get Grove over here actually just to talk. Like he and I, I'm trying to get Grove over. He and I, we converse. Not about a lot, but he will answer. Grove will answer DMs. Like if you talk to him, he'll respond back. I'm trying to get him over here to at least say like for a few minutes. I'm gonna see what he says. I believe I can get him over here though.
I like Grove. I like Grove Hero. He's okay, fella. He just talks too much.
Oh Lord. See,
no, the rest of them talk too much when they were sitting up trolling and stuff.
Yeah.
When they sitting up trying to troll people that dead people. I mean, because regardless, like even with this situation with Teasy, we know that Teasy was more than likely involved in Young Dolph's death. But my God, I want to see people get justice. I'm talking about go to jail for the rest of their lives. I don't want to see nobody die. Like I just can't get on here and say 999. That's I'm I'm smoking on a Teasy pack. That's just evil.
Yeah.
They were cold-blooded trolling, dude. I was watching it. I said, man, gonna be a lot of niggas getting shot behind there. Gonna be some.
Grove want 2 racks. I don't know about all that. I don't know about that one on street politics. I don't know about it. But yeah, it's not the same type. It's like when you look at how they a lot of people trolled Dolph after he died, and Paper Route didn't say nothing for a while. So why would Paper Route say something? I mean, now, of course, Kenny Money and Grove said something the other day. Well, all Kenny said was LLD. That's literally it. Grove was like, "You reap what you sow." That's a scripture. They could have been talking about anything, literally. These other cats, when I did videos. No, we don't.
We don't know what they was talking about, Cypress.
Yeah,
they could have talking about anything.
Stop it.
Here you go, T. Here you go. Here you go.
Hey, listen. If you say you reap what you sow, and this man just died,
that man could have been talking about anything. T, here you go. T, here you go. Here you go.
That man got a business. I say that all the time. You reap what you sow.
Yep.
He could have been thinking about anything.
Yep.
Yeah. Let somebody die that you don't like, and you say that, and what people gonna think.
There you go, T. There you go.
I mean, but what people think and what people know is 2 different things. We don't know what he was talking about.
Yep.
Oh, y'all killed me on this paper.
There you go, T. I knew he couldn't do it.
He'll be back Paper Route in 5 minutes. I'm telling you.
No, but what I about to say? Oh yeah, Young Dolph fans. Oh yeah, they were trolling the hell out of Teasy, man. Look at that man, family man. I'm like, but hey man, you be about you die by, man.
Cypress, you couldn't go a whole. I knew. I'm gonna start betting, man. You and Miss Kitty. Y'all can't go. You can't go a whole segment without blaming Paper Route, and she can't go a whole segment without cussing. I guarantee you.
Yeah. You right, free politics. It was a shine. Let me keep it one.
Hey, whatever. Cypress, let me ask you this: what hurts more, putting out a Bible verse or making a video talking about? Not only making a video. Okay, Black Youngster, that video. Who was he talking about? Just because Dolph's funeral hadn't happened yet, so just somebody happened to have the last name Thornton.
Well, we later found out that he was talking about Young Dolph. Okay, you got a point.
Exactly.
I to this day feel like he was wrong for that, and everything he going through, he deserved for doing that. Like that man got kids, he got fat. Come on, man, you don't do shit like that.
Oh, it ain't over yet though. Black Youngster got some more. He got some more justice and retribution coming towards him. But it was 2 members of Paper Route. When Dolph died, Gotti put up a tweet. I got a question, and then he put up, "Let's be real, Dolph had it coming." You get what I'm saying? He put names in there. They put like Straight Dropping them did Step on. They did all this stuff. 2 members of Paper Route put out Facebook messages. Didn't say no names, and that's comparable to you. Come on, man. Come on. It's not even close,
yeah. Gotta do bullshit too. I'm not.
We do a lot of bullshit because he the one got this war started.
Absolutely.
I put everything that's going on. I put it on Gotti and Juke's back.
I do too, and I'm not even in Memphis or from it. I do too.
I don't think he got the war started. I think the war was already brewing anyway. But I think he was the motivation behind a lot of bullshit that went on there.
Who started this war between Paper Route and CMG then, Cypress?
Who started
it? All you gotta do is ask you the right question, and you will repeat the question because you're processing the question. Who started the war?
It don't matter about who started.
Oh Lord! All right, Cypress. Who started the war, Cypress? Because it was about a woman in the beginning, right? And then about him not signing with him. Who started this war that we have right now? The war that didn't have to go on. They could have been making money together. And Memphis would have been on fire instead of being burned down.
Hey man, shit. I mean, got it. I ain't gonna lie, you got to add the shit on, but most of it. But I don't
okay, so that wasn't hard to say, was it?
I think it was bound to happen anyway.
No, it wasn't, Cypress. No, it wasn't. Not like this. Not to this extreme. It didn't have to happen. It really didn't have to. This man got mad because Dolph passed him up without wanting him, without needing him, and he was upset. Like Dolph said, Yo Gotti's career was built on beef. He went at 3-6 Mafia. When he came out, who goes at the 3-6 Mafia?
Because he was trying to sign with them in the Player Fly beef, but Player Fly used that shit actually to launch his own solo career. Like,
I don't know who Player Fly is.
He's a rapper out of Memphis.
He's a rapper.
Yeah,
okay. So Gotti wanted to sign with him, or he wanted to sign with Gotti?
No. Gotti got into the beef, started dissing 3-6 because he looked up to Player Fly, but don't fuck with Player Fly to this day. Yeah, that's weird. But Fly was a rapper now. Fly wasn't trying to sign with nobody or nothing like that. He used to rap with he used to do music with 3-6, but he wasn't ever signed with 3-6. He just do music with them. Because most of them are from the same side of the town anyway.
Yeah, Mac name Ace. I'm not from Memphis, but I don't know. There's a lot of people from Memphis I don't know about. My bad. Not saying they're not good. I just don't know about it. It's some people from Alabama I don't know about, and I live here. So there's no disrespect towards Player Fly. I'm pretty sure I'll Google his music though. It's all good.
Yeah, he got some good music. Some of them.
Aren't most artists from Memphis independent anyway? From what I'm gathering, a lot of them don't sign with major labels.
No, a lot of them no.
How many likes we got in here, T?
Let's see. We got over 300 likes. We got 355 people. So get the likes up, like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't hit the subscription button, please hit the subscription button. Please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe, y'all. We've been on here 3.5 hours. I'm getting ready to land the plane, y'all.
Hey, y'all, don't go messing with that candlelight, man.
You're Cypress. All right, y'all. Cypress, y'all. Thank y'all for coming up.
I'm out.
All right, you guys. I wanted to get on here and talk about thank people that came up also. commentate. I want to thank all the people that tuned in. And trust me now, when I got on here to talk about this, we already, okay, with CEO Teasy being killed, of course, the rumors is that there was a lot of tension brewing between him and others, anyways. But in my opinion, I tend to believe that what happened to Teasy just because of how things were done. I think somebody that he knows lured him to his location and took him out. Now, that's just my opinion. Anybody else can think and believe whatever it is that they want to think and believe. I don't want to see. I know that a lot of some of these people that think that they're playing chess, that's actually the reason for a lot of this genocide that's going on in the Memphis community by giving these dudes money, paying for people to be killed and things of that nature. They'll use the emotions of how a lot of these little dudes are feeling at this point. Um, about to go out and do crash dummy stuff. They somebody wanted Teasy out of the way, and somebody wants the Young Dolls artist out of the way. And I tend to believe that it is the same people. And by them getting Teasy out of the way, they automatically felt like people or some of people that's still loyal to Teasy would think that Young Dolls, the ones that ain't loyal to him, know Young Dolls artist didn't do it, and they were saying when they had that meeting of the minds, we'll kill two birds with one stone. And I believe that is what has happened. Okay, that's what I believe. But I want to say to the ones that was having that meeting at Prive, whatever it is that people are trying to put a battery in your back to do, don't do it, because you can't win against the federal government. Okay. I'm hearing that it was about 4 or 5 girls there. These girls probably have children. So what you gonna do being taken away from your kids and these dudes too? You know, there is nobody knows what has really happened at this point because I was not out there. My thing would be to don't go out and start doing crazy things because of your emotions. Okay, because just because something looks a certain way don't mean that that's how it is. Okay. Oh Lord, Alex. Oh God. Alex, you want to be in the chat really bad, don't you? Okay, you just made a post, and let me just say this because I normally wouldn't even address you. Okay, if you didn't come in, if you didn't come in trying to, well, I'm not gonna address it. Damn all that. Okay, I'll give you your 2 minutes. Okay, I believe nobody has never turned down Big Head besides Dolph. That's why he got mad. Rest in peace, Young Dolph says, "What's popping? I'm a little late, but Miss T, that's true. It was a meeting. They put some in play last night. That's not gonna go good. So stand down." Coco says people finna get themselves killed over lies if they don't, sir, down and think about this situation. Right. Because people are really emotional right now. And I kind of believe whoever this person is that's in the chat don't want me to get on here and tell these little dudes. They want to see them, being emotional and getting themselves killed and going to jail for the rest of their lives and stuff. Like I said, I've expressed what my opinion is, but hell, I don't really know because I was not out there, right? It's not going to help anybody by folks being emotional and going off half cocked. And I think it's a darn shame before God that you have a lot of these older people that put a battery in these young dudes back and kind of feed off of their emotions and help them to crash out instead of trying to help them to have a level head, right? Okay. So yeah, and like I said, these older folks know that you can't win against the government, especially not the federal government. Okay. So that's the reason why they send these little young dudes out that's still wet behind the ear and emotionally unstable to do their dirt because they understand you can't win against the federal government. Michael Williams says Player Fly is one of the best rap artists to come out. I like Player Fly. New to you says Alex will never turn on Pre, so stop. Have your opinion over there, but we don't waver. Absolutely. Right, Alex, you can have your opinion, but we don't waver. You could have just said what your opinion was, but to come in here trying to be accusatory, that you make people you make people put their fist up against you. Okay, so don't come in here as if you are attacking people, because I don't like that. Okay, and I'd be a damn fool to let somebody come in here and think they're gonna attack me on my channel. It's not gonna happen. Your opinion is your opinion, but when you draw you think you're gonna attack me, you shouldn't be on a channel where you have issues with the person. That would make you crazy, right? But anyways, you guys, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App. You know, as I was saying, it don't make me feel happy to know that another African American man lost his life. Okay, so for people to get on here and say, "But I thought she was rolling with Dolph," I'm a human being. Okay, I'm a damn human being. What kind of human being other than a sicko will get on here and make fun of somebody dying? We all know what it's like to lose people. Okay, it would take a sadistic freak to want to make fun. Just like I was saying when it was happening with young Dolph, I was like, what kind of people are these? Are these human beings that you can sit on here and know that young Dolph has a family and troll him like that? That's sick. It's sick. And I still stand on that. Okay? People are going to have to start back valuing life. But people don't value human life because they don't value their own life. Folks are so messed up on drugs, and they have their inner demons where they're so hurt in the inside that it gives them pleasure to see other people in pain. I'm not a pain freak. Okay? So it gives me no pleasure to see anybody in pain. Okay? Death is something that is irreversible. Yeah, we all taking a death walk each and every day. Okay? We are born to die. God is a just God. And because God is a just God, God says that not one must die. He said all must die. But people's lives are being interrupted. Ain't nobody on this earth, God. Folks are not even fulfilling their destiny because the enemy is walking around rampant. And the enemy, there has been some demonic forces released into the atmosphere in Memphis. And it's a damn shame that it's a church. It's about 5 or 6 churches on every corner. Okay. And ain't nobody going out into the highways and byways to try and fight against this stuff. Folks ain't saying nothing to their kids. They're encouraging all of this stuff. The devil is running rampant. Hell, the churches now, when you do bad, you got so many people that ain't called, as my daddy used to say. My daddy used to say that preacher wasn't called. It's so many preachers that wasn't called, they just went. I was called. No, you wasn't called. You just went. You ain't got no business in no church because you a devil, not leading no church. Okay? So that's the reason why when these folks doing bad, they out robbing and stealing and killing, they can go in the church and get up under the pastor if they giving a whole lot of tithes and offerings and be protected. As I was just saying the other day, when Cheryl Wright and Billy Ray, when they killed Lorenzen Wright, they went right to a church and they was giving all that money to that church, and they made them deacons and ministers and was letting them preach and things of that nature, and was actually had news conferences trying to protect them because they was helping to build a church with their money, with the money that they got off of killing Lorenz and Wright. Do y'all hear me? So ain't nobody correcting folks no more as long as they can give. God ain't gonna be with you if you don't give. Everybody got a prosperity preach, but they ain't talking about how you gonna have to be righteous to prosper, to really prosper, right? God ain't gonna be with you if you don't give. Instead of saying, now God ain't gonna be with you if you don't get your life right, because the wages of sin is death. Okay? And if you think that you can go out and tear up people's lives and then go back and say, well, I'm gonna say, God forgive me, God will turn over a reprobate mind. Because see, folks got people thinking that you could do whatever you want to do as long as you say, God forgive me. God don't work like that. I'm gonna go kill up a whole family, but I'm gonna ask God to forgive me, and then God gonna forgive me till I get ready to go take some more hit money. Okay? If you give, God will get you out this situation. So you got folks, when they get in trouble, they go over to the churches. I ain't talking about the real people that's called. I'm talking about those that went. They go over to the darn churches and they start giving a whole lot of tithes and offering. I'm gonna give my way out of this. Yeah, I killed young dog, but I'm gonna go over to the church and give. And the pastor tell me, if you give, God gonna get you out of this. So folks going robbing banks and shit like that. And then when they go rob a bank, if they don't give, the pastor got them feeling guilty. You went and robbed that bank and you ain't give to the church. You need to put the money in the church to be blessed. God don't like that. Pastor, I'm gonna give you $50,000 of this bank money that I robbed. God gonna bless you. He gonna be with you every time you go and rob a bank. You just gotta give. That's what's going on. And so that's the reason why y'all gonna start seeing a lot of these folks disappearing. Okay, because God says, when I get them back, you're gonna see me get them back. I'm talking about these leaders, because God holds them more responsible that's leading God's folks astray. Okay, they're gonna be in the pulpit preaching that prosperity preach. You can go do anything as long as you give, and they're gonna have a heart attack and die. Because the truth of the matter is, a whole lot of people just misled. They don't know no better. It's a whole lot of mental illness because a lot of folks on drugs. Okay, the government has made the drugs so strong, it ain't reversible no more. Folks that was getting on crack in the 80s, they was able to start reversing that around the 2000s. Now the drugs that these folks on, this meth and this heroin, this lean, it's irreversible. You can't even get off heroin unless you go take another drug. They said, damn, we tore up the black community in the 80s, but they started reversing that thing. We got to put some stuff into the atmosphere that can't be reversed. It's a darn shame that so many of our people, okay, have codependent personalities, codependent on everything. I just get on drugs because I got all this pain. Well, lady, man, when you come down off of that high, them same problems you running from gonna still be there. And so that's the reason why you got a lot of these, and I don't mean no harm to these Hispanics, because they really black folks that think they better than black folks. They just using these fuck niggas that's cuckabug heads on here with this hacking. Okay? That's why you have so many of them that can come into my chat that's able to infiltrate and harass black women because they working with these fuck niggas, black men, that let them infiltrate their community. And it's going to be the black men that go to jail, because I bet you they ain't going to have no loyalty to them when it comes to this hacking and selling these folks information and getting these IDs for these Mexicans in our names. Okay? Because I ran as a matter of fact, I got some stuff I'm going to talk about in my members only. Okay? These folks is selling your information and they have posted up on YouTube. Okay? Okay? Thank you, nothing, nothing. So this stuff gotta stop. It's gotta stop. It's gotta stop. Lord knows it's gotta stop. Because the very people that call themselves mad and going hard, I'm talking about a lot of them on YouTube, going hard on Teasy, and it makes it look like they're going hard for Dolph because the folks that some of them folks that they work for had switched up on Teasy. That's why they can go hard on him. I ain't fooled. Wait, they said that they talked about Teasy, yeah, because they bosses had switched up on Teasy, and they telling them to go hard on him. They a lot of them folks Teasy was working for had switched up on him. Okay. But anyways, you guys, I want to say a prayer before we get off of here because I saw somebody just posted that they was a witch child. But it don't matter because I didn't get a chance to go to Bible study. But it's funny because I was at Bible study last week, and the pastor says I want y'all to write down some stuff. We're gonna put it in a jar and we're gonna take it to the altar. And he was saying some more stuff, okay? And I promise you, that's why I know God is real. So can't nobody that profess to be a demon ever come up into my chest. See, when they can't stop you from telling the truth, they start trying to put all types of spells in the atmosphere. But how many people know that a demon in hell couldn't come against God? That's who got my back. I'll ride with God any day. Okay. I'll take my bets on God any day than some demon that think that they some type of grand master that's putting stuff into the atmosphere. As a matter of fact, whatever they just put into the atmosphere has already been reversed, and it's gonna hit them in less than 30 days. Okay. I can promise you that. You get to looking at these people and how evil and sick that they are. You don't have to worry about them. Okay. Because they're not going to be around no more. Okay. Hold on, you guys. Okay, you guys, I'm back. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in. First, God, I ask that you cover everybody that was on this live, even the evil people, Lord, that call themselves spewing out voodoo, okay? Because they can't stop a child of God, all right? No weapon formed against any of us or our family shall prosper. Anything that rises up against us and our families, especially those that are righteous, will be condemned. Every evil spell or curse that was spoken out on this live um, will be reversed and sent back to the sender, and may it manifest in their very own lives in less than 30 days. Okay. Okay. And it is so. All right. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I gotta get ready to get out of here. Okay. But I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.